Yeah, it is about to go down from Kossuth Square. 3 years after we held an OQT here, we are back in Hungary once again. Welcome to Debrecen, where the last 3x3 Olympic bids to Paris will be decided. We are all set for 4 days of straight drama, again from Kossuth Square, as teams get their last shot to achieve their Olympic dreams. And this final OQT, the sun is shining brightly here mid-afternoon, expecting it to remain beautiful throughout the evening here, day one. This is without a doubt the most anticipated of the 3 OQTs because it is the last one. We got plenty of things to get into. We'll talk about the plots and the subplots and the teams. But before we go any further, how about a rule refresher? Here's the rules of 3x3.
Welcome to the world of 3x3, baby. It's an exciting new brand of basketball. You got 2 teams of 3 players on the court, and you got 1 player sitting on the bench here with me. Playing on the half court with 1 rim. With the official 3x3 basketball made especially for the fast-paced outdoor game. The first team with 21 points is your winner, or the team with the most points after 10 minutes. You have just 12 seconds on the shot clock, and the clock is ticking, baby. Anything inside the arc is worth 1 point, while anything outside the arc is worth 2. Woo! That's how I do, baby. And once you score, the ball doesn't stop. Offense turns to defense just like that. It's a 10-minute sprint.
That is right. It is a 10-minute sprint. We'll have a marathon of them for you over the next 4 days here in Debrecen, Hungary. Again, the final 3 Olympic tickets are hanging in the balance. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3. That's what you're hearing right now. You're about to hear the deep voice of Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. the Mountain Boz. We're back, right?
We are back, Kyle.
You excited? Are you excited?
I'm very excited, man. This is what it's all about.
We've made our predictions. We talked about some teams. If you guys have been watching the social media account at FIBA 3x3, you know what we've said to this point. But here, day one, Boz, who are you looking forward to most? Day one, we'll see the men's teams in pool A and C.
Yes.
And the women's teams in groups B and D. As we give you a look at all of the pools you'll see here over the 4 days on your screen right now.
Look, I'm looking forward to, on the women's side, Team Canada. They had a heartbreak loss at the last OQT in Utsunomiya, Japan. They have to bounce back from that because they are expected to win an Olympic ticket. Now, nothing is given.
Speaking of Olympic tickets, these are the countries that have qualified for the Olympics so far. Serbia, United States, and China were direct qualifiers, and we saw Latvia and Netherlands win their way in through OQTs. Here's a look at the women's pool groups. As you can see, the number 1 seed, Germany, they lead Group A. Pool B, you heard Boz just mention, Canada. Look out for Czechia and Lithuania. Maybe even Chile might be a dark horse in that group. Spain. Oh, they've had some heartbreakers over the years. They'll remember the one against Japan back in 2021. Egypt's also in that group as a dark horse. The homestanding Hungarians, yede. We're going to see if they bring it. The Netherlands, not Boz's team, but maybe Boz's team. Italy, who pulled off a miracle here 3 years ago. They're in the group, as well as Israel. The women's teams who have qualified, your direct qualifiers, China, United States, France. Azerbaijan and Australia most recently made their way in via the OQTs in Hong Kong and Utsunomiya, Japan. And that puts us where we're at now. We got 5 teams in each gender's competition set for the Olympics. Once we get to the Olympics, you should know that each gender's competition will have 8 countries represented. So when we're done here in Debrecen, folks, the last 3 tickets to Paris will be decided. as 3x3 will be on the Olympic schedule for the second cycle of the Olympics. We hope you're excited about it. We definitely are. Me and Boz could not wait to get on the mic and get y'all set for the first day of play. We always have some classics here from Kossuth Square in front of the old Reformed Church. I've been calling games here, Boz, for, let's see, 2016, 8 years.
You know, I haven't been here in forever, and this is one of these spots in 3x3, right? This town breathes this sport. We are here every year, but I haven't been since 2017, I believe, maybe 2018. I don't know.
Well, welcome back, Boz. We are glad to have you.
Thank you.
España, the men's team. They're going to take the court first, getting ready to lace them up against the Canadians. Spain got their berth here to this last OQT thanks to the Latvians' Olympic ticket victory at the Hong Kong OQT. So that opened the door for the Spaniards. And I'm telling you right now, Boz, I got a feeling about this team. I didn't pick them as my dark horse, but man, it's just something about this Spain team that I think they have the makeup to surprise. They have a great player in Hajdú-Bihar, an accomplished Division I player. He's a world champion. Of course, Carlos Martinez, we're very familiar with him playing with the Swiss on the World Tour. So look out for Spain. And you better not sleep on Canada either. They represent North. I'm throwing you back. That's Project Patton. Never mind.
No.
No, never mind.
No.
Well, they got Superman on their team. Alex Superman Johnson. They got Big Gill. Bikramjit Gill, OG 3x3 with Jerome DeRosier and Kamar McKnight, a new add to this Canadian squad. They come out in their all red, looking to qualify for the Olympics. They missed on their opportunity in 2021. They competed in that Graz OQT, ended up falling short, didn't make it out of the pool phase. So a new opportunity presents itself for the third-ranked team for the Americas, or Canada. Our two officials, hearts to y'all as well. Marek Maraszewski and Nina Lisa. Yasmina Yuris. I call her Nina Lisa because she looks like Mona Lisa. Seriously.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So they're here. They're ready.
Yeah.
And so are we. What are you expecting in this this OQT opener?
Curious to see what styles both teams are going to bring. I think Canada have the competence to be a good shooting team. DeRosier was on Team Princeton last year, hit about 40+% of his two-point shots. Didn't play that many tournaments, though, so low volume. I know that McKnight can hit some shots from the outside as well. He was a 31% featured on Team Toronto in the pro circuit last year. But it's going to come down to Johnson and Gill, subpar shooters in 2023, both hovering around 20%. If they can get their outside shot going, they should be straight. Now, Spain, they got the physical prowess. Falu Niang, I saw this kid perform at the Ulaanbaatar Nations League Finals last year. He is raw with a capital H, but he will dunk on your head. I don't think he can make a shot outside of 3 feet from the hoop, though, but he is going to be a force to be reckoned with inside. They got the veterans to pair with that, too. So
you said raw with a capital H.
A capital R, I apologize.
I was going to say, when did raw get an H in it?
I had some Dutch in my head.
I'm going to put you in timeout early today,
I
Boz.
apologize.
Get your spelling correct.
No, raw with a capital R. There we go. Capital H.
No, but I get what you mean. I like raw athleticism. He might be a highlight waiting to happen. We're going to see. We will see. Our first 10-minute sprint. And, Boz, I really expect this one. I said it's the most anticipated of all the OQTs. Obviously, 3 spots are available. It's the biggest. But I expect every game to be played at a championship level. I mean, these teams are fighting, clawing, scratching to try to get to the Olympics. We're off and running. Oh, a back scratcher.
What I tell you?
He ain't got the itch no more, do we? That's how we starting things off.
I told you, Yang is going to come through and bang on somebody. This kid can jump. He's a physical specimen, and they run the pick-and-roll game with him to start. Is his first feature on the senior national team for Spain, too, after featuring in the Nations Leagues a lot.
So Falu Niang gets things started for Spain with the two-handed yammer. And now Spain want to get it going on the inside. They got a whistle. Foul on the shot attempt. And I believe that will put Javier Biran, the 37-year-old, on the line. And he will get an opportunity to shoot one here. And I'll have an opportunity to tell you a little bit more about him. He's a World Cup gold medalist in 2019 with Spain and a Champions League champion, so played in the BCL. Very accomplished 5-on-5 player as he misses the free throw and makes me look bad.
Did you know that his father is an Olympian?
Well, somebody extended their research. I did not know that.
I did.
Excellent job. Thank you,
won,
boss.
his father, Jose Manuel Biran, won silver at the 1984 Summer Olympics.
Wow, 84. That was the year I was born.
Oh, see?
That was a good year.
Apparently so.
Not a good defensive play there, as Canada will pick up their first foul. Or was that knocked out of bounds? Either way. Maybe it was a good defensive play from Bick. That definitely was a good contest there. Throws the shot off, leads to a wide open look from two range. That one goes begging. Long rebound stays with España. They are on the move. It is Niang. He did it inside. He cannot do it outside. Not yet, at least.
I don't know if that's where Niang's strengths lie. Again, I'd like to see him close to the basket. But I want to hit the spotlight here on Onai Mendicote. He's in 3x3 for a long time. Again, I saw him featured on the Nations League teams in the past when I was still a coach for the Dutch youth teams. He's the connective tissue that you would love to have on your 3x3 team. He does all the little things, gets the boards, gets his hands on loose balls, hustle plays, and he's a drive and kick type of player.
Well, I just stole that from you because I love that analogy. Connective tissue. Excellent, boss.
You need a pen for that?
There's Superman Johnson. To the crib. Yeah, I did. I need to steal it and write it down. There's Los. There's Los. Martinez cruising to the crib, laying it in. Martinez, again, normally plays for Team Lausanne on the Pro Tour. Now he's back with his countrymen, McKnight. Do I ever cross your mind anytime? Do you ever wake up reaching out for me?
Okay.
That's Brian McKnight.
I know about that, Brian McKnight.
Just wanted you.
That's cool, though.
He had a horrible duet with somebody on a Christmas song, Christina Aguilera.
I don't mess with Christmas songs like that, man. Call me the Grinch.
Anyway.
I know you ain't wearing them, too.
No, I didn't rock them today.
Ah.
I brought out the ones, you know what I'm saying? The bread, patent leathers.
I like those.
I don't think Superman Johnson liked that position. He gets called for the foul, and Niang will make it count with the contact. And Niang has been a catalyst here early for Team Spain. He's got a chance to extend his personal point total to 5 points if he can connect at the free throw line. Niang, again, 22 years old, ranked number 7 out of Spain, and he will not knock down the free throw. And the 2 is off the mark. De Rosier, no good.
The weather conditions might be playing a part here for Team Canada. Again, you would like them to have some shots from the outside, hit them at a high clip, but it's a little bit windy.
Slight breeze. Temperature's good. McKnight takes advantage as he moves to the left and scores off the window. We got a 3-3 contest. Just over 2 minutes into our first contest of this final OQT. Oh, that one's in and out. Tough result there for Martinez. De Rosier, 2-piece, no biscuit. Finger looking good from deep as the Canadians take a 2-point advantage.
And again, we talked about this. Team Canada's strengths lie beyond the 2-point arc. They want to play a drive and kick game, get some open shots going, get in rhythm, and then have an opportunity to get their first victory out here against this Team Spain that's clearly a little bit more physical.
Every game means so much, obviously. So got to put your best foot forward, man. They are continuing to feed Niang. I don't know if he said his grace, but he's eating. Easy finish for him. Niang's got some good size, so he can be a big mismatch. He stands 202. He's 101 kilos. Big body, soft hands.
Look at his wingspan, though. I think he has a wingspan it's usually the same as your height, right? Kind of the same.
Yep.
His wingspan exceeds his height by a lot.
Oh, look at McKnight doing the dirty work on the inside. Now Spain will try to attack. Ball is poked away. Superman Johnson has it in hand. Ball fake, kicks it. McKnight, 2 on the way. No way. Kicked out. 2 going. Comes up abbreviate. Back out to Superman. He wants to feed Big Gil. Easy money for the 3x3 OG. I remember Big when he was playing with Amamatsu back in 2015 or 16. Wow. Yeah.
That's a throwback if there ever was one.
Forget everybody.
Who else was on that team?
I see Enderbeer Gil was on that team.
Yes.
Oh, man, you're going to get me in trouble because I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Look, I'm trying to think of that one guy.
Oh, it's killing me.
Yep, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
But the fact is, he's a throwback player.
Yeah, and again, he's one of those guys that can both drive, he can play inside, he's a good screener, he can shoot a little bit. Now, again, he's around 20% in 2023 from beyond the two-point arc, but we've seen him hit some important shots. And with a nickname like the Bearded King, how can you go wrong?
Man, I've never seen him without a massive man beard. That is an impressive piece of facial hair.
That's the beard I thought I was going to get as a kid.
I couldn't grow a beard until I was 33.
Well, look at me.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. 7-4. Oh, that flop ain't going to work tonight. Yeah. I don't know what he was trying to sell, but that was some false advertising, and official Uris was not going for it. 3.5 in to this contest.
Again, Spain has not been sharp from the outside, right? And I think that's, again, where the advantage for Canada lies, but has lain in the game so far. They've hit some shots. And España has gotten some looks from beyond the two-point arc, but they've been contested looks. They have not been created out of drive and kick situations. It's been handoffs and shooting with a hand in your face. You want to get some better quality shots if you're Spain.
Well, it also comes down to how much practice time have they had. You know, you can't just develop chemistry overnight. Superman Johnson, the stroke was not stroking at that moment. Quick ball movement here from the Spaniards, who will get it back up top to Los. Nah, bruh. Out of bounds, that'll go. Martinez has become one of the more prominent players on the Pro Tour. Great size, good shooter. Just obviously couldn't get that one to go down. Stays 7-4 as we get back to it. Wait a minute, whistle. That's a foul white. That'll be Spain's 6th now. So they have no more fouls to give without free throws being the result. Shout out to the voice E. You know who the voice E is?
No.
That's the little voice. That's Vincent Royer.
Oh, all right.
The Frenchman on the mic MC in this event here in Debrecen. Always good to see him. Uh-oh.
I like how Superman Johnson's coming through with the early 2000s gear here. Take a look at the length of his shorts. We don't see that very often anymore. I used to play in them shorts. Superman
Johnson it's impossible not to like him. Speaking of him, shout out to his wife, Bree. That's Alex's lovely wife. She's battling cancer, but she is most certainly a 3x3 family member. So if you know her, if you're close to her, if she's watching right now, we are sending our love and support to you. Big hugs. God is in control. And a snuggle to little Genesis as well. What up, little G? From the voice in Boz. So good people, man. Good people. Anyway, good drive. That is Los. Straight to the rack. Got a 1-point contest. McKnight sizing up the defense. Looking at Martinez. Come on out here. I don't have nothing for you. I just wanted to see what you would do. Neon. Uh-oh. Couldn't answer Boz's question marks about his ability to shoot long range. No questions on the inside. The man is getting to work. Superman, up fake, drive, dishes, Big Gil, no. He will miss it. Niang is down. McKnight's got it clear, runs into traffic, and he will miss the shorty. Niang. Martinez, nice fake. Martinez, drive, kick. Niang all by himself. He didn't touch nothing there, Boz. That was all oxygen.
Look, again, I don't know if his strength is with 2-point shooting on kickouts, but I like the confidence he has taking him, because that's an open shot, and you have to try to knock that down.
I know, but you know, we talk about this all the time with 3x3. Versatility, being king in this sport. Everybody has to be able to do everything, because you've got to be a weapon. Otherwise, the defense will give you that shot. We'll live with Niang shooting twos, and we'll collapse on the inside. Everybody's got to be a threat. So he's got to work on that. McKnight, he was going to work, but he's not rewarded with a bucket. 7-7, it'll stay. Martinez up top, straight on two-piece. Missed left, wide left. AJ, Superman. Oh, good defense there.
Canada hasn't been able to get anything going towards the basket. DeRoche, Johnson, McKnight. The only one that's been able to get consistent buckets underneath the basket's been Vikram Gill. I'm sorry.
Come on now.
That's a tongue breaker.
Just call him the Bearded King. That's probably easier for you.
So the Bearded King has been consistent inside. The other three players have not been able to finish against the longer Spaniards.
Well, Niang is, when the battle of the bigs, Niang has outplayed him to this point. And in order for them, they got to neutralize that matchup, right? So Vic has got to contribute as much as Niang does.
No, I'm right there with you. But look, Spain, all the other players have some height as well. I mean, Martinez standing 201, Beirán standing 2 meters, and Mendicote standing at 2 meters as well. So there's not a lot of size advantage that Canada can get to. Alex Johnson's, giving up at least 10 inches.
Yes, that's true. So Canada need him to knock down some twos.
Yes.
That's how he kind of evens the playing field as well. We'll see. Still 3:42 left. Now Vic must have heard us talking, because he gets to work. BG. Oh, grown man drive, but that was a wild attempt at the rim. Oh, another one. Two-handed mash session. Niang is taking his frustrations out on the rim. Back scratch attack from Niang. Young fella getting up out here in Debrecen. 9'8".
Yeah, it's visible why they selected him, even being that young, to be a feature on this Spanish team.
Oh, the step back. There's Superman. There's that two we were talking about, Superman Johnson. He connects from the left wing. Canada back in front by 1. A 10-9 contest with just over 3 minutes to play. Another look at it.
Man, he had Martinez lost like Google Maps was out.
Get that man a location. Drop a pin, please. Martinez now with an advantage. Well, I don't know if his advantage is out there. And he decides to chunk the deuces anyway. He'll miss it. Superman cross. He didn't like that move. Niang with that wingspan you were talking about.
That young man is able to scratch his knees without bending over. And it's showing.
He could tie his shoes standing up. but seriously though, that length is disruptive, man. That is a problem. That's usually going to be an easy layup for Superman. But he just extends and swats that out. McKnight will start the possession here for Canada. McKnight late in the shot clock, no choice. That is a shot clock violation. And again, we're watching the men's competition right now. And the direct qualifiers to the Olympics didn't have to play in any OQTs. That was Serbia, China, and the United States. And of course, me and Boz have enjoyed the other 2 OQTs, Hong Kong and Utsunomiya. There's a yam. Okay. So we got a couple high flyers. That was Mendicote, the 25-year-old for Spain. OG, Bearded King. He just sunned him.
Oh.
Travel, yeah.
Yes. a little bit too much on that first step, and the referees, that's a focal point this year, right? Travels at the top of the key when taking a check, travels when you catch the ball, apparently in the mid-post too.
Yeah, players, you know, they just get a little bit overzealous on some of those attacks. Superman looking for a second two. He's still searching. Niang, nice kick out. Nice refeed. And the tip is no good. De Rosier to Superman. He decides to reset. He's got Niang in front of him. Trying to use the two-man game. Up to Big. Up fake from Big. Kicks it. De Rosier lets it go. Back iron. Stays with Canada. Offensive rebound. Another opportunity here. 11-10. Big to the crib. Wait a minute. Offensive foul, Boz.
I was waiting on that call. You could see it as he was turning. He put his elbow out and clipped Mendicote's hip. That's something I used to try to do. Take a look. I used to get called for that all the time. But referee Yasmina Yura is sharp on the call. That is an advantage you get by putting your hand out there and, you know, kind of.
Don't they call that like a chicken wing?
Yes.
You have to change the phrase for the bigger people. That's not really, that's like a turkey.
That's an ostrich wing.
That's
in
an
some
ostrich
cases.
wing. Here's another look at Niang's block. Clean. He's not a fan of Superman. He has Batman pajamas.
So about those chicken wings, back in the days with the Dutch national team, I think right after I was done, they used to have Chicken Wing Tuesdays, and they would just have straight post-ups all day. Everybody would join, the strength staff, Yuri Pechel would join as well. And again, Chicken Wing Tuesdays.
Here's Boz talking about food again, y'all.
No,
Here's Boz talking about food again,
Come on,
y'all.
if I talked about food, I would have talked about chicken paprikash.
Oh, you know about the paprikash out here.
I love the paprikash.
I know a little bit about it. Kichi. McKnight has he. Oh, nice Euro step to the left, to the left.
That's a Montreal step.
I guess so. If he's from Montreal.
I'm not sure.
Oh, nice two. Quick release from Los in the corner. The silent assassin. McKnight. He strikes iron. Does not get it to fall. Niang will elevate. Ball adjustment. And they prevent him from getting an easy bucket. Leads to a good look for McKnight. Long range bottoms. Big hit for the Canadians. Oh, Rosier trying to stay in front of Martinez. Risky pass. They managed to get the shot up, but it doesn't go. Canada 14, Spain 12. Game one. McKnight couldn't get to that Euro step this time. It don't matter anyway. He's still a bucket. Funny, he's scoring from the right side of the rim, and he's a lefty. And that one's airmailed, so 20 seconds left here. Canada, man, hitting some big shots here late to give them this three-point advantage. I'd say it looks like they're going to hold on.
Yeah, and it's been McKnight coming through in the clutch. 5 straight points for him, I think. Maybe 4. But anyway, he's come through with big shot after big shot in the last minute or so. We're all starting with that Falun Yang miss underneath the basket on what looked like an easy one-point opportunity for Spain. And the Spaniards, they need something. At least a 2-point shot, but they need to stop first.
Well, I'd say at least a 1, right? A 1 and a stop, and then they'll have an opportunity to potentially tie with a 2. A 2 would be great if you can get a look, but I wouldn't force a 2. I'd go for 1 if I could. Especially with Canada with possession here, they can waste most of the shot clock, which is what they're going to do. That's just high-level IQ 3x3. McKnight, tough shot. So that's exactly what they wanted. You don't have to get a bucket there.
Nope.
But they used the entirety of the 12-second shot clock, and it only leaves 7.4 for Spain to do something with it. What they would need is a 2-pointer. A foul would help to stop the clock and give them a couple of attempts at the free throw line. But if Canada play this thing smart, they're going to have a win in the bag.
Yeah, you're going to see Spain take a quick shot, a 1 or a 2, and then foul one of the Canadians try to stop the clock, but 7.4 seconds is not a lot of time.
Nope, not at all. Several teams starting to pour into the venue here. I see the Lithuanians approaching. Israel's in the building. Final few seconds will tick off here. A desperation heat. Wait a minute, the 2 goes down. And I think a whistle before the horn. So it may be inconsequential when it's all said and done, but let's see how much time they determine is left here. There's 2 free throws coming up for Superman Johnson. If he knocks them both down, it won't matter. He just got a practice free throw in. He wishes that would have counted.
They're going to look at how much time is left on the clock, and it might not be a whole lot.
No, I'd say maybe a second, to be honest.
If that.
Yeah, take a miracle.
Superman Johnson is just having a shooting practice out here.
I wonder if that's allowed. Can you do that? Can you get practice free throws?
Maybe. In this situation, you can.
I mean, but who's going to say no to Superman, though? Let's keep it a buck. Superman. Count that. Thanks to the 2 practice shots, he got a stroke right in line. And he will not. Oh, he won't knock down the second. Won't matter. Won't matter. How about Canada? How about Canada, A? I didn't say the A right, but that's their language up north. They let their game do the talking in this one. Big plays down the stretch. Superman Johnson was great. How good was McKnight? McKnight ignited the Canadians and will give them a 2-point victory. Nice way to start for them. Actually, final saying 18-14. So that will be the official final. And a heck of a start for Team Canada over Spain. Even though Spain were the aggressors early, they had it going with Niang and they couldn't keep it going. So shout out to Canada. Representing North America. It started with Niang getting busy above the rim. It did not end that way. 18-14, Canada get the first victory of this final OQT in Debrecen. Coming up next, we'll keep it in the men's competition. Pool C action will continue. We'll get France and Egypt on deck as that next 10-minute sprint is coming your way quicker than you could say 3x3. Maybe not that fast, but it's coming fast. Don't worry. All right. We're going to keep the action rolling. France with another chance to land a spot in their home Olympics. They are the host as the 2024 Summer Olympic Games will be going down from Paris, France. They came up empty, losing in the semifinals just a couple of weeks ago in Utsunomiya, Japan. Now they get another crack at it, and they'll be doing it with a different squad this time. So they've mixed up the roster just a bit and trying to find that right formula for success. We're going to find out if we'll get our first looks at this team and see if it even has some promise. But they've added Timothy Vergiat, played in France's 3x3 Europe Cup team last year, spent the last 2 years in France's first league playing for Blois. Averages about 19 minutes a game. Raphael Wilson, congratulations, a 3-time dad now, just had a baby, another girl last night, so Wi-Fi's in the building. Frank Segela, and Jules Rambeau, the only returning member from the team we saw in Utsunomiya. Out come their opponents, Team Egypt. This will be Egypt's third crack at it, and they've had a pretty rough go in the OQTs. So we saw them in Utsunomiya just a couple of weeks ago. They finished 8th in that competition. Then prior to that, it was the UOQT in Hong Kong. They've averaged just 15 points per game. The offense has not been there for Egypt. They've also had some issues with some turnovers. If they can rid themselves of some of those issues, they're going to be a more competitive team. After all, they are the reigning Africa Cup champions. They just got to show it. Group C action rolls on. Boz is back. You thought you had an interview there, didn't you?
Nah, man. Sometimes you have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you just wanted to get away from me for a second.
Yes, that's what I meant. Sorry, I wanted to, be rid of you for a little bit there.
That's fine. That's fine. Now I'm just going to be silent. You can just call the whole game by yourself, like you did in what was that? That was Korea, huh?
Yeah, it was Korea.
Hongcheon.
It was a nice challenger, I have to say. Well organized.
Princeton won that one, right?
Princeton picked up the win, and the other 2 tickets to the Chengdu Masters went to San Juan.
Yep, San Juan, who we'll see here.
And I got to be a little bit proud of that. Team Utrecht, who is kind of the young squad for the Dutch, and there's their old fellas that I coached in the Nations Leagues in the past.
Oh, so you're trying to say that you had a little bit of something to do with it?
Nah, none.
No, nothing?
Nothing. But it's okay. I can be proud still.
I beg to differ. I think you did have at least something to do with it, boss. All right, we are getting ready to head into game number 4. Here from Debrecen, Hungary, the last OQT. 3 Olympic spots at stake. Day 1 of 4. So get comfortable, y'all. We got a lot of 3x3 coming your way. We're coming off a game 1 that saw Canada make some big plays down the stretch and get the opening win. How will things turn out between France and Egypt? Jules Rambeau with that polite mullet says, "Excusez-moi, monsieur." Makes his way to the bucket. The Aussies were evaluating Rambeau's mullet. They said it's a polite mullet.
Yeah, because they're used to men's hair being down halfway the length of a man's back. I'm not so used to that. So
we discussed that mullet in Utsunomiya.
Yeah.
We asked, was that a mullet, or I think we were trying to decide what exactly it was. Oh, I know what that is. 2 to the face. That is Vergiat getting it going. Saw some of him at the Europe Cup last year, so he's got some 3x3 experience, but again, an accomplished Division I 5-on-5 player in France. Raphael Wilson going to work too. Lots to like about that man's game as well.
Look, I think talent-wise, I'm not sure. This might be one of the better French teams we've seen, especially with Vergiat coming in. He has a lot of Nations Leagues experience on the youth teams of France. Segela, we know he can go off. I'm curious to see how they can get to a high level of movement, because that's, I think, where their strength lies. They were static in the OQT in Japan. They slowed the game down. That's not where their strength is. They want to get a high movement type of offense. Wilson is going to have to adapt to that, because he's one of those go get your own bucket type of players. He has the mid-range, he has the post game, so maybe he's the one that just breaks down the defense every now and then. On the end of Egypt, though, I'm curious. They subbed out their top scorer from the OQT in Japan to maybe get a little bit of a different dynamic on the squad. And I'm curious to see what that's going to bring, because they played a lot of one-on-one, and the head of the Dragon in that department was Rehan.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's not here.
No, me neither.
And Hesham is here, and he's a good player, a downhill type of guard, but he struggled with his shot. Abdallah has played well, but been really the only bright spot for Egypt in the first two OQTs. Here's Frank Segela to Rambo, and he finishes with Lele. That's French for you, Lele.
Is that French though?
Yeah, lay.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Anyway, Segela. He'll give it up. Remember Segela going bananas at, I think that was the Wuxi Masters last year,
yes.
leading Paris to their first title. Rambo was on that team as well. Vergiat, 2 on the way. No good.
That Wuxi win was the first tournament where I saw Jules Rambo consistently hit shots from the outside, and that's the first time I noticed he's actually a better shooter than people give him credit for. Again, he plays a lot underneath the basket. He's a big bruiser. He can hit some shots now. He's got a little bit of touch.
And you know what? He's not afraid to take the big shots, and that's what I like. And here we go with a whistle. By the way, all games that France play in will be available at www.lequipe.fr/directs, and L'Equipe is spelled L-E-Q-U-I-P-E. L'Equipe, or is it L'Equipe? Please, somebody that's French, help us, please. But anyway, that should be known. Just so you have another outlet and option to check out this 3x3 action. Not everything can be viewed here on YouTube, so a few countries don't get the YouTube live stream.
Well, also a place to get away from you every now and then, just in case.
Oh, for me, not us.
Oh, from us.
Thanks for singling me out. Security, please. Security.
I can see my hotel room for you. I'll walk there in a second. I'll be back.
4-zip. France not letting up. Vergiat to the left, misses it. Got a foul white on the rebound attempt. So France not able to convert on that easy layup. We talked about this yesterday when we were doing our previews. We were both curious about France because roster turnover at this juncture, you know, of the route to the Olympics is always a little tenuous, right? It's like, oh,
yeah,
you're gonna change the roster now
and it's a lot of turnover too. It's not just a little bit. It's 3 players they subbed out, and not a lot of preparation. As Wilson, you can see he's playing with a mask, broke his nose earlier in the year, so he hadn't had much practice time. Segela, I think, was ailing with something.
Yeah, Segela's been injured as well.
And Wilson, you talked about it, he features on one of the 5-on-5 squads in, I think, the Premier League in France. He was active for them just 2 weeks ago, so he hasn't had a lot of prep. And again, these fellows have played together, and I was talking to their coach, and he said, look, Segela, Vergiat, and Rambo, they're like this.
Yep.
They can step on the court without practice, and they should be good enough.
The dude is an unconscious shooter. That's why I gave him a nickname years ago, Wi-Fi. He don't need no password. The man can connect from anywhere. There's Abdallah with a nice turnaround. So Rami getting it going. Abdallah's played well. 4.5 points, 5 rebounds per game is Wi-Fi. He's still roaming at the moment. 5-2. France had jumped out to a 4-0 lead, and we've seen Egypt wake up just a little bit as we head into our first TV timeout. Big thank you to our sponsors in this one. We've got, of course, Karl Lagerfeld, a new sponsor.
I'm needing some of that.
Have you? I got some Karl Lagerfeld gear. I brought a little bit.
All right.
But the free Karl Lagerfeld is so much better. Hook us up, please. I mean, we have to beg for this. Of course, our ball and apparel sponsor, Wilson, our official timekeeper, Maurice Lacroix. Our suppliers as well, Inleo, Magic Sky, Skelda Sports, Baudet. Major thanks to you. All of those companies that help make an event like this possible. 3 languages I've given you already. Anyway, I guess he got a banking account out here in Hungary. He gets some forint. And then Rambo is called for the foul. But that last 2-piece, That was knocked down by Abdel Wahad, the 22-year-old.
Moody.
Oh, yeah, Moody.
His name is Moody. Look at the back of his shirt.
Yeah, Moody's he's made some big shots. Moody played well at the OQT in Hong Kong, actually. Wilson, too late. Too little, too late. Didn't get the shot to go down. It wouldn't have counted anyway.
This is what can happen against a team like Egypt, though. France, they started off strong. Egypt got comfortable. And look, they are an unconscious team when it comes to offense. They can just turn it on in spurts. And that's what they did to get back to a 5-4 game.
Segela will get another chance. He decides to drive this time. And Rami gets caught reaching in the cookie jar. Knocked it out of bounds. That'll leave 3 seconds. Ooh. Oh, no, that's a foul for sure. Not out of bounds. I saw the shot clock. So Frank Segela, MVP of that Wuxi Masters. I believe the man hit 7 twos against Oob in that final. En route to earning that MVP. He's back after having some injury issues here in 2024. And Frank Segela is at the line. They'll knock it in. That would have been a lane violation on Egypt had he not got it to go. But it's water under the bridge now. That'll count 6-4. Moody. 2. No good. Wilson quickly over to Segela. Segela back up to Wi-Fi. He's connected. Quick answer, though, as the reverse from Refat is going to go down. Got an 8-5 game. That wind is starting to pick up that you were talking about, Boz, that could potentially play a factor today.
Could have some implications again for the better shooting teams out here. It's a wind that comes into the court, into the stadium sideways, so it is going to affect some shots.
Yeah, it's only so much that canopy can protect you. Franz trying to protect a 3-point lead right now. Another whistle as we are just beyond 6 minutes to play. It'll be Egypt's 6th. It has been somewhat of an issue for Egypt. The turnovers, I mentioned the lackluster scoring, averaging 15 points per game through the first 2 OQTs. And they've been a little foul happy as well. That one is a no-go off the mark. Wilson tries to save it. Good effort, but it'll go out of bounds off of Franz. Allez les Bleus. Allez les Bleus.
Okay. Nah, but look, I think Wilson's shown out so far why he was picked on this squad. He's a good offensive player. Open shots, he might knock down. How can you not with a name like Wilson?
Facts. If your last name is Wilson and you don't know what to do with it, that's a problem. Segela. Wilson. Oh, 7 feet. Too strong. Got it back. He'll reset. 9 on the shot clock. Rambo and Segela will share the Wilson. Back over to Wilson. Wi-Fi, not that time. He's got 1-2 to go, and he's missed a couple. He had a long night last night again. He welcomed his second little girl to the world. I was walking out of my hotel room, and I saw him looking emotional. I said, hey, what's going on, man? He says, I'm on video chat with my wife right now. She's having my daughter.
Wow.
That's a true story.
That's incredible.
Man, imagine. It could be a big week for him. Imagine. Again, France, the women are already qualified directly to the Olympics. The men trying to join them in Paris. And an easy layup. Wilson, Rami, the force 2. Not at all. 10-6, France.
They're leaving Rambo wide open, and he's not even looking at the basket.
Well, the thing is, I think you got to make him put some respect on your name out there.
You take at least one just to make sure that they know you're willing to take one.
You got to respect my authority. Rami with a wild layup attempt. That ain't going to do nothing. Meantime, Ralphie. That's easy breezy.
That man's in arts and crafts class with layups like that. You see the hesitation?
It's a maxed murderer. That's what he's doing. He's killing him right now. The man can hardly see out here looking like Zorro. And he's doing his thing. France is in control of this. Not a big shock, as Egypt is one of those teams that we looked at as a squad that has potential, but maybe might not be ready yet. Maybe they're a year or two away. That's not to say that they can't make a game out of this, but looking at the body of work from the first two OQTs, they haven't given us much encouragement that they're going to be a competitive team with that lack of offense and some of the mistakes we've seen them make.
Thing is, it's hard to change an offense. These guys have been playing in the Nations Leagues. They've been playing in the Africa Cup, and what they've been doing is attacking one-on-one, and they've been the more talented team. It's been working, right? Now they get to a stage where that talent is matched, and then you have to come with a game plan, screens, and you can't just rely on individual creation because you'll get tired down a 10-minute sprint. So you can't create as much anymore.
Yeah.
The ability to adapt to that is going to show if these fellas belong at this stage. It's going to be either here or, like you said, they're pretty young still, and except for Rami, who's 36. But
right.
They're pretty young still. Maybe they can adapt going into the next few years. But again, it's the level of competition that you're used to, that you're comfortable playing with, as far as styles.
Well, they got to really expand their catalog in terms of their offensive approach, things like that. What we see them fall into a lot is a lot of ISO game. You know, they're a team that rely on isolation ball, and we know that that's not the formula for success in 3x3. Everybody's got to be involved. You got to move it, and they have not done as good of a job at that. Here's Hisham, ISO game against Rambo, runs into trouble, forces the shot up, no bucket as a result, but Moody is there, and he cleans things up.
That man's in some type of mood.
Not yet, but he might get there. I see what you did with that, Boz.
Yeah.
I like it. Virgil, 2-ball way out there. I think that's his second 2 of the game. Last tournament they had Suhard, and Suhard was the designated shooter. Now it seems to be Virgil. Oh, Moody, what was that? He need to go back to acting class. Then he gets called for the foul. That's not good because Egypt's already in the penalty. So they're going to give up 2 free throw attempts here to Frank Segela. 2:26 left. This game has really never really been in doubt. It's been France from the beginning. They jumped off to a 4-0 lead, and it was 5-2, and they've had Egypt in the rear view from the outset.
Egypt came back to 5-4, and then that was it. They couldn't create consistent scoring options, and that's what we talked about at the start of the game, right? Who's going to score for them consistently? Can they get something going as far as team play? Haven't seen that yet. And this is where you see, again, that individual creation halted by Team 3x3 basketball by Les Bleus.
Les Bleus. I just corrected you because mine was better.
Okay.
Right? My people in front?
You sound like you ate a little bit of camembert.
You know what? Forget you, man. Sham to the crib. No good. Moody. He is fouled. But the writing's on the wall in this one. 18-9. Not many concerns for Team France, as they boast a big advantage over Egypt, who again had trouble putting the Wilson in the rim. That's the name of the game. So
they also have trouble containing Wilson.
That too.
Well, see?
That too.
See?
They can't put the Wilson in the Wilson. The Wilson in the rim, and they can't contain Wilson.
The Wilson's putting Wilson in the. Well, you know what?
Work it out. Work it out, Boss. Work it out.
Wilson's putting the Wilson in the Schelde basket, in the round thing, whatever you want to call that.
There you go. All right. You just take it slow, though, Boss. I want you to take it slow.
I have to.
You're acting like Rob Gronkowski up here. Did you see that Tom Brady roast on Netflix?
Yes, I did. That was crazy.
That was hilarious. Anyway, 18-10. Virgil up top. Minute 45. Wilson gave him the shimmy shake. floaty. First yacht. He's in his bag out here. Give an easy layup up, but France just want to put this one away. Step back. You don't know me like that. Right back. Wi-Fi. No. Vergiat. He will get the tip in. Not a problem. Point game. France. Moody. He's going to sneak in for the layup. Makes the final score a little bit more respectable, but the result will be the result in this one. And it is a matter of time. Nothing for Wilson that time. Under a minute to play. Rami, jump hook. Man, Egypt, they woke up too late offensively.
You can say they woke up, but this is the part of the game where France is giving them a lot of easy buckets to get their own scores up. They want to get to 21 to get any advantage they can in pool play. They're going to give up some shots just to get to that result, as there's only 34 seconds left on the clock. So, unfortunately, I know how that feels. You feel like you're gaining, you know, at least some confidence in the game like that. You're getting back in the game, but it really is the other team just kind of laying off of you on defense.
That's what they call false confidence, boss.
Well,
don't buy into it. But what I would say is, in the event of a three-way tie, you never know what could happen. And every bucket that you give up, every free look at two that you get, that you give up, you never know. It could end up biting you in the you-know-what when it's all said and done. We'll find out. We'll see. But 34 seconds left here, and we'll see if France can put this one to bed. So Gala will drive. He will elevate and score. And that is a dub for Les Bleus. France get off on a good foot. 21-13 W over Egypt to start off their campaign in Pool C action. They leave it up to Frank Sakila, who delivers the final bucket for France as they try to get to Paris and join the women in the Olympics this year. That's exactly the way they wanted to start. So again, a 21-13 victory for France. We got pools A and C in action for the men today. B and D for the ladies. We're going to get to the women's competition coming up next. That's right. Canada. Oh, yeah. That's a highly anticipated team, a favorite to get a ticket. They'll be lacing them up against Chile coming up next from Kossuth Square. Enjoy the highlights. France run away with this one. It's up to the ladies to take over center stage coming up next in just a few minutes. As promised, we are opening action in women's Pool B. Canada, Lithuania, Czechia, and Chile represented in this particular group. Canada, the favorites. Don't sleep on Lithuania. They were one of our dark horse picks. That would be mine. Special K and company. We will see them a bit later. But this is the team that everybody wants to see in the women's competition. That is Canada. They were the favorites to get a ticket in Utsunomiya, but they ran into the Gangaroos. The gang members beat them in 2 games, critical games, and they ended up getting the Olympic ticket, did the Aussies. Can Canada erase that from their memory? Can they have a short memory and get back to work? That's the question at hand. They've been the most dominant women's team in 3x3 for the past several years. Back-to-back defending women's series champs, silver medalists at the World Cup, and they are back with the twin combo of Michelle and Kat Plouffe. The tough, gritty guard play of Casey Bosch and the sharp shooting of the zone, Paige Crozen, matched up against Chile. Chile are back at it their second time at the OQT. Saw them in Hong Kong. Was not the result that they had hoped for. And now they got another chance. It's the team that has been very competitive in the Americas. A 4th place finish at the Americup just last year, so just finished shy of the podium. And they come out with a slightly different squad, but they got some power on the inside. That this Xiomara Morrison could be a problem, Boz. A dominant interior player, Catalina Abuyeres, her sharp shooting with Fernanda Ovalle and Jovanka Ljubetic.
Yeah, I think they doubled down as far as Chile goes on their strength with Xiomara Morrison underneath the basket. I think picking up Catalina Boyeres, another, I don't know if she plays big, but she's tall. Another tall lady to try to see if they can outplay the size advantages. And Jovanka Ljubetic, she's an offensive weapon if she can get going. She's young still, standing 24 years old. But I've seen her shine in the past, so we'll see if this is the right balance now for Canada. I know this is not her role, but I'm looking to see if they can get anything offensively out of Casey Bosch. She averaged 1.5 points per game. She only took 9 shots in 5 games total at the OQT in Japan. 0 for 3 from 2.
That's okay, but I'm going to argue with you on this one, Boz.
Okay,
because,
let's get it.
Listen, Casey does not have to contribute a bunch offensively. She is, like you said, she's the connective tissue for Canada. She's going to be diving on the floor for the loose balls. She's going to be locking up defensively. She's going to be taking advantage of open layups that her teammates create. For me, I hate to put it on the shoulders of the Plouffe sisters, but they've got to play better, especially Michelle. I think she's the best player in the world. Bosh, she was less than 50% from 1 range and shot it about 20% from 2 range. That is not Michelle Plouffe, I'm telling you. Paige Crozen's been getting to work. She was the leading scorer of everybody from the UOQT and Utsunomiya. She starts the scoring here for the Canadians. And Chile will try to respond. What they can do, Chile, is they can shoot it. That could maybe be the difference in this contest. But the Plouffe sisters are gonna share that Wilson early. But again, Michelle, numbers-wise, 5.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, right? But a very un-Michelle-like 6 for 20 from 1.
Yeah.
6 for 25 from 2. She did go 9 of 9 from the free throw line as Casey Bosch gets in for the score. But this is the #1 player in the world, man. Oh, take that with you. Ovalle, vamos. Vamos, senora. She gets past the defense, the contact, scores it over Bosch, a little flip over the shoulder.
Put some peanut butter on that shot, and it's a sandwich.
Yeah, she put some chile pepper on that one. That was spicy. 2-2. Crozen gives it up. She's going to let Michelle go to work. Morrison, no choice but to foul. And Plouffe, who is a 2-time Olympian, represented in for 5-on-5 in Rio in 16 and in London 2012. Kat was there in 2016. And Plouffe, Michelle that is, will get it to go. They have not had any issues from the free throw line. That is for certain. Defensively, though, that's not great. An easy layup for Chile as they even things up at 3 apiece.
Yeah, well recognized by Jovanka Ljubetic. There's a drop coverage on that play. She hesitated for a second to try to get the bottom defender going backwards, and then she took it all the way to the cup.
There's Crozen. Midi is money. Canada in front by 1. Long 2 attempt. And that is wide left. Chile will make a substitution. Abuyeres will come out. Ovalle will come in. Minute and a half into our first women's contest. Again, B and D for the women today. A and C for the men. The cut broken up. Nice defense here from Chile. Oh, step back. Up fake. Down low to Morrison. She's got 6 to work with. Attacking Cat, and she's going to draw the foul. Question is, was that in the process of the shot? I think so.
Canada, one of the only teams that size-wise can match up with Xiomara Morrison. I think she's the tallest lady in the tournament, and on this play gets a foul out of it.
Well, she was certainly their leading scorer from the first OQT. But a lot of pressure is on Morrison's shoulders to, be that continual threat offensively. It really comes down to how much help she's going to get. I think she's going to get her numbers. And I think most teams are content with letting her get, not letting her, but she's going to score probably 6 to 7 points on you. As long as everybody else is contained, I think most teams will deal with that.
Yeah, I think that's why they got Ljubitic on the squad, even though she's young. She was a 29% two-point shooter on the women's series in 23. I think that's where her shot creating and shot making abilities come into play.
Speaking of women's series, Canada won the women's series opener in Springfield this year. Catherine Plouffe was the MVP there. And speaking of Kat, she gets scratched out beyond the 2-point arc. I'm not sure why Chile is high-fiving after a foul after 2.
Me neither.
I agree with keep cheering your teammates on, but that ain't nothing to celebrate.
Just keep sharing the good energy.
Good foul. High five. All right, I'm confused. There's Kat getting it to go. Kat also averaged 5 points, 5 rebounds per game at the Utsunomiya UOQT, but she hasn't made a 2 yet this year, boss. Can you believe that? Has not made a 2 in 2024.
Look, I can't speak on the women's series, but from the OQTs, I can tell you a lot of her shots were contested, especially against, well, their kryptonite in that tournament, Team Australia, who used their athleticism to stick close, didn't give up any open looks. That doesn't make it easier hitting the 2.
I don't know why this is childish of me, but who was that Timon whenever you said the name Mufasa? You started to shiver.
Yes.
I think when Canada hear Australia's name said, they just get a shiver down their spine.
Yeah.
Kangaroos. Kangaroo. No. Look, credit to Australia to the way that they played and earning those back-to-back wins over Canada, being the powerhouse that Canada is. Sometimes you got to just tip your cap to people. I'll tip my cap to Morrison there, and I think that was beyond the 2-point arc, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Two ball is good. So Xiomara showing the range. She got service out there as well. Michelle trying to get back to MVP form. Plouffe with the deuce. And it's 8-6 inside. Morrison can't squeeze it. Michelle. Now she's being a misfit. Back-to-back 2 balls. So Michelle Plouffe with the last 4 for all Canada. Not a bad start, eh?
You wanted her to step up and up that 2-point and 1-point percentage, show out and be a real MVP. Starting out here.
Man, I wish her middle name was started with a V. It would be a perfect nickname for her because she'd be MVP. She's, to me, again, most valuable player. She's proven it year after year. Shout out to Maxie. He's over here eavesdropping on our broadcast. What's up, Maxie?
To hop on.
We rode through the desert in Abu Dhabi and came up on a family of camels. This is a true story, right?
Really?
We did. This was like maybe 2 years ago. On 4-wheelers. It was cool.
Hey, we're going back there this year. You better take me out to that desert drive. I haven't been around Abu Dhabi at all.
Well, they're going to have to start constructing 2 4-wheelers to get you on it. We got to
I'll take a camel.
I would not wish that on that camel. Meantime, it's Crozet to the crib. It's a no-go. 10-6, it'll stay. 3.5 in. Morrison cleared to shoot. Will miss it. I think that's out of bounds off of Crozen. Mama Crozen will check out. Michelle is in. So double trouble as the Plouffe sisters are out there with Casey Bosch. Somebody tried to get me to change Casey's nickname to Brave. You ever seen the movie Brave?
I mean, that's a little fitting, yeah.
No, the resemblance is there, but I like Boss Spice.
Yeah, me too.
You know? There's Bosch. See? Rebounds, defense, effort plays. I don't care if she scores a single point in any game. Meantime, Kat is on the move. She makes it count. Abuyeres. That's going to cost you double. So they trade a 1 for a 2, and Chile are within 2. Kat to Michelle. She will assist her. Yet again, 12-9. Ovalle. Dos es bueno.
Look, it feels like Canada's playing well, right? They're getting the shots that they want. They're getting the drives that they want. Michelle Plouffe's on fire. Missing this one, though, but Chile is not going anywhere.
No, they aren't. It's a 12-11 game. Maybe not what Canada had expected, but then again, they got a bullseye on their back, and they got to expect every team's best shot. I don't think they look vulnerable, right?
No, they don't.
They don't look vulnerable, but teams are saying, yeah, a team that we looked at as maybe unbeatable, they're beatable if we do the right things. But I said yesterday that pressure busts pipes, or it makes diamonds. That's an old adage. Okay, we getting more deuces than Wimbledon out here now. Back and forth. Now it's Chile's serve. No, it's Canada's serve. Out of bounds off of Chile. So the Canadians lead at 14-11. Bosch. Crozen. Stops from 10 feet out. If she ain't a bucket, I don't know what is. I do think it's interesting, though. She's kind of become the most dangerous offensive player for Canada.
She certainly was in the last Olympic qualification tournament in Japan, I'll tell you that.
Averaged 6.5 points per game. She was 10 of 25 from 2. I mean, she was an absolute torch out there. I like Paige's game. I think she's become one of the most exciting players to watch. Morrison, absolutely put in handcuffs. Kat Plouffe was not having it. That's right. Dripping infinite. Come on, boss. It don't make no sense. Dripping infinite. You know it, you know.
I know the song. Lyrics are not my strong suit,
Never
bro.
mind. Shout out DJ Lash. He's the man with magic fingers over there, our Olympic DJ. I believe they call that and one from number 1. Michelle Plouffe up and in. So Michelle is taking over this game. She got the joystick in her hands.
Yeah, and Canada separating themselves right now by team play, good screening, rebounding, getting their loose balls. This is a big part of why they're so good. At this stage of the game, some teams get tired and shift down. They shift up.
That's a mark of a great team. Crozen trying to get rid of the defense here. And there's a foul on that attempt. So the zone, as I like to call her, will step up to the line. And while she did lead all women scorers at the UOQT in Utsunomiya, her team was not able to come away with that Olympic ticket. But different than that UOQT, there's 3 tickets available here in Debrecen. And I think she's going to get another crack at the free throw attempt. That's a lane violation on Chile. Our officials, Deanna Jackson, Guy Kim, all over it. So Crozen another crack at it. She will set up shop, and that is nothing but cloth. 7-point lead, Canada. Ran out of time, shot clock violation. So
I don't get this play. Look, as Chile, you want to get a bucket now. You're down 7 points. They didn't go to their main offensive option. She wasn't involved in the play. She didn't set a screen. She stood over on the side. Xiomara Morrison needs to be more involved in plays like this if they want to survive out of this pool. I mean, maybe not against this team, Canada, but you have to have the awareness. If we need a bucket, we have a weapon standing 195 underneath the basket. Go to her on a mismatch.
you should be coaching still. I like you in the broadcast booth with me, but
I like coaching, but you know, what's more fun than talking about the game?
Come on now, you know it's better here with me.
Yeah, it is.
You know it's better here with me. Stick with the winner, Bods. 11-18. I don't think that Canada's going to relinquish this lead. It's just a matter of when, not if. There's Bosch Spice. Nice drive to the crib. Easy money. Ovalle will let it fly from deep. And now Bosch will draw the foul. That is number 6 on Chile. So matters get a little bit worse for the Chileans.
Let's talk about the schedule for the day one. Just after this game, Lithuania, Czechia.
Canada can end it with a 2. They're going to let Paige get a touch of the Wilson. Down to Michelle with 3 to shoot. She can't convert on the drop step. Abuyeres with Cat suffocating her. Ovalle comes around. Oh, good active hands there from Paige. The zone. Light it up. Put your lighters up. Put your lighters up. Man, Canada on fire in that contest. It was not much of a contest. 21-11. They run away with a 10-point victory to start their campaign here in Debrecen. Chile just found it tough keeping up.
Look, you remember it was 12-11
yes.
at one point in the game?
Yeah. Yep.
So a 9-0 run by Canada to close this game out, that is just ridiculous. Again, the sign of a great team versus not a, I mean, I like this Chile team. They're pretty good. So a good team versus a great team, and a great team is able to go to the next level right when they need most. Right around that 5-minute mark, you'll see the separation, and that's what happened here. Canada, they shifted upwards, got into a higher gear. Chile didn't know what to do with it.
And the result, a 10-point victory for all Canada. We are just getting rolling. That's game number 3 of the day. We'll have 12 games on the slate. The next one coming up for you. We're going to stay in Pool B with the women, of course. And we'll get a look at Lithuania and Czechia, which me and Bob both think is going to be an interesting matchup here. That next 10-minute sprint, you're going to want to stick around for this one, as these two teams will be contending to come out of this group. Top 2 from each group move on to the quarterfinals. And again, Pool B play, the women's competition continues in just a minute or 2. You'd be silly to move now. Stick around.
As always, when you see the QR code on the screen, you have to scan the
A
QR
nice
code.
aerial shot from here in Hungary's third largest city, Debrecen. Kossuth Square in front of the old Reformed Church. Been dominating the skyline here in this incredible city for a couple of centuries now. And here we are, bringing 3x3 back to this famed location 3 years after we held an OQT here. We back again, getting y'all ready for the Olympics. What's good, y'all? Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice. Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain. No AKAs for these teams. As Lithuania, and that is Czechia. Lithuania coming out first. Our first time getting a look at the Lithuanian ladies. We've seen the men. We'll get a look at them later on today as well. But ladies first. I guess chivalry still matters. Or does it? Don't get me started on that conversation. Anyway. Here is Team Lithuania looking strong. Monika Grigalaskite, Gidre, Laibukaine, Special K, Kamila Naitsuskaite, and Gabriela Shulske. This is a good squad right here, Boz. I think a smart person would pick Lithuania as a dark horse.
Well, look, I like their squad. I like what they're made of. Again, they won a bronze at the Europe Cup last year. Special K, though, in that tournament, 6 for 34 on twos, 3 of which came in a bronze medal game, though.
You gonna come with it? You gonna come with it like that?
Well,
no, but it's true. The thing with Special K is she's a dynamic player. Sometimes you gotta live with those performances because we've seen the other side of that, and the other side of that is 7 twos in a game.
Oh yeah.
You know, 13, 12 points, unstoppable, unconscious Special K. They're hoping for that side. They have to have that side if they want to get an Olympic ticket. And this, again, this final OQT here in Debrecen. For Czechia, though, I believe this was your dark.
That's my dark horse
so
pick.
This is a battle of the dark horse picks between Boz and myself.
Yes, and let me take this one. Look, they are athletic, they're young, they've got 4 players, and let me get these names right because my Czechian is not great. Alžbeta Levinska, Anna Rajlikova, Katarina Galichkova, and Katarina Suchanova. I think I got all of them right.
It's Sukanova.
Sukanova.
Yes.
Come on.
It's Alžbeta Levinska. It's Rilinova, right? No, not Rilinova. Rilinova. And I really.
Rilikova.
Rilikova. Sorry.
See? Try to get the better of me. All right.
I know this because she actually sent me a voice message giving me the nicknames, the names, how to pronounce them. So there you go.
I like that. Hey, look, I think they showed out again last year, these Czechian ladies, in a pool phase win over Canada in overtime at the World Cup in Vienna, where you and me both sat, and we're amazed by this team. Remember on day one, these ladies can control the pace of the game. Now, I wonder where the shooting is going to come from because they sometimes lack a little bit of outside shooting. But if they can control that pace, they're able to control the rebound, and if they can get some drives to the cup going, they're a tough team to contend with. So
you mentioned that the World Cup, that shocking win that they picked up over Canada, right? And it was Galikova, who she's a special player. I think every team needs one player that is an absolute game changer. I think she represents that for Czechia. But a well-rounded team. I like Levinska's game too. Her tats aren't bad as well. She's tatted up.
She is tatted up.
I can appreciate tats. I added a few to my catalog here recently.
Talking about that lion?
See, it's not a lion, it's a tiger.
A tiger, all right.
I'll tell you that story why I got a tiger instead of a lion another day.
All right.
Anyway, it's time to get this one on. I hope y'all ready. We 10 minutes sprinting until we hand out 3 Olympic tickets. That's the way it's going down. The voice of the mountain. Lithuania and Czechia. Czechia sporting the red, Lithuania in the white with the green trim. It'll start with Lithuania. As Boz mentioned, Europe Cup bronze medalist just last year. Had been one of the more competitive teams in the women's competition for years. The Special K cannot get that one to go. The pull-up midi is no good. Lithuania will reset their offense. Levinska does a good job getting into the passing lane. She's going to break that one up. And a fresh 12 seconds for Lithuania to take over. Kamila Natsiskaite will do the honors of starting this possession. Shulske working on Galikova, and she's going to draw the foul. You can see the reach in there. And Shulske up to the line. Shoot one. Shulske. Another player, we were talking about Casey Bosch earlier and what she kind of brings to the Canadians. I think Shulske brings a little bit more offense to the team, but she's also that connective tissue type player that does a little bit of it all for Lithuania. Galikova, high arc, just missed the mark. The box out, nice from Natsiskaite. I like to see good fundamental plays too sometimes, Box.
Oh, you're right.
Laibukainen kicks it out, special K with the special J. She's starting early. She's starting early. 3-zip for Lithuania. Levinska falling away from the bucket. Oh, she's tough. Tough. Special K wants another one.
That's a heat check if I've ever seen one.
You can't make. Do you qualify for a heat check after making just one?
No, maybe not, but it was a very quick shot.
Two, yeah, maybe.
Look, it was a quick shot. She tried to test to see if she could get another one up. I don't know. We have to figure out a new word for this.
Well, she got the green light. And
see the name on the back of that jersey for Special K, though? There's a little bit added to that.
From here, I can't see.
I know what it is.
What does it say?
Natsiskaite van der Horst.
Van der Horst, congratulations, Don. She's probably, he's a proud hubby as his wifey knocks down another two. She's 2 of 3 from the great beyond, from the land of plenty, as my good late friend Corey Homicide Williams would say, the land of plenty. R.I.P. man, we lost a great one within the past week or so. Meantime, the work continues. It is Laibukainen getting to work. Laibukainen at 33 has always played well when she's joined the team. She was on that bronze medal squad of the Europe Cup last year. Grigolowskite, the only member of this team that was not there to enjoy that one, but Laibukainen at the stripe. Rocking number 77. I wonder if there's any relevance to that.
I don't know.
2 officials in this one, by the way. Our official Simple, Shiwong-chi, and Brigi. That's Brigitte Chabai Koshkutu, representing Hungary. Shulske lets it go off the right side of the iron. That is tracked down. As Czechia continue their attack. It is Galikova. No, collision underneath.
You'll see that plenty with Shulske. Again, she is a scrappy type of player. You'll see her bump bodies, fall to the ground. But dude, that's where her strength lies. And I'm kind of wondering where the offense has gone from my upset pick here. As Czechia haven't been able to get anything going.
Well, some of us know better than others when we make dark horse picks, but who am I to judge? 7-1. Lithuania out of the gates, but Basla, only 2 minutes in. Only 2 minutes in. It's a lot of 3x3 to be played here in this contest. A 6-point gap. Really, in big picture, it's not that big. Not this early.
No, but 7 points on the board after 2 minutes of play is a lot. 1 point on the board after 2 minutes of play is not a lot. And again, that's a big difference.
And don't forget, and look at the fouls, boss.
Exactly.
5 fouls on Czechia, and we're 2 minutes in. So,
and that tells me that Lithuania has been the aggressor. They've been going at the basket, and that Czechia is playing reactive to what Lithuania is doing.
Instead of being the aggressors, I get it. That is an aggressive drive, but it doesn't amount to anything. Sukanova couldn't get anything to go. Special K up fake, lets it go. This girl is on fire, on fire.
That release is just silly quick.
Quick trigger. And she is firing at will. Special K has got Lithuania out to an 8-point advantage. She's got 3 twos in the mix already. And a well-deserved rest for Natsiskaite. Nothing happened on the inside there as Grigoraskite couldn't get it to fall. Can Czechia get anything to go? Czechia was world champions. I mean, 8 years ago. I covered that gold medal.
I was there.
Yeah, you were playing then.
I was playing.
So they have had moments of glory in the past, but it's been a rebuild for Czechia. And an offensive foul called here on Lithuania. Yeah, they'll get it back over to the ladies in red, but it don't look good. It don't look good so far for Czechia. Levinska down to the post office. She will drop step past Natsiskaite. Van der Horst. I think that's just too much.
We'll go with Special K. That's a lot of words.
It is. It's an exercise.
Try to get that out 5 times in a row. Natsiskaite Van der Horst.
No. We got to abbreviate that.
Yeah.
But a commanding start for Lithuania. And man, Lithuania bring one of the biggest contingents of any federation. Look at that Lithuanian section. It's
the men's team.
Yeah, the men's team.
Dinas, Coach Dinas is here.
Oh, gotta love him.
Do I spot the Poker Devil?
Let me see. I don't see the Poker Devil yet. Poker Devil's not here yet. I hear he's coming with a busload of like 40 more people. I'm telling the truth.
He's bringing 40, huh?
Close to. We'll see. They don't need many reinforcements right now. The 4 they got on the court are doing the job. 9-2. Lithuania. 3.5 minutes in. Special K is back. Hezzy. Special K that time. A little too strong. Rebound goes to Ridikova. Sets up the 2-point attempt, but Sukanova, no good. Whistle on the rebound attempt. 3rd foul on Lithuania. From the free throw line, there's Galikova.
See, that's what she can do. She also has a quick trigger release. She can shoot it from anywhere on the court, but we just haven't seen her with a lot of space.
Katerina. Oh, nice touch. Feathery, soft touch just from the block. The Czechia are showing some life here and now. Laibukainen will draw the foul. 2 free throws, I believe, coming up. That is the 7th on Czechia. So Laibukainen with a couple of freebies from the charity stripe. Maybe this slows down some of the momentum that Czechia has started to pick up here in the last couple of minutes. As they've turned an 8-point deficit now into a 5-point game, and it's back up to 6 as Laibukainen responds from the free throw line.
Techno Kyle coming out?
Huh?
Is that Techno Kyle coming out?
Man, you know, I've grown to like some techno now.
Oh, okay.
Bobs, are you feeling a little different now?
A little bit. It's just they've started knocking down some shots. I'd like them to create some more shots out of a team-based concept. It's been one-on-ones. This was a kick out. I like that.
So Anna Ridikova with that last 2. gets Czechia just a little bit closer. They're within 5. Labukaine tracks it down. Shilske wants a screen. She'll get it. Labukaine sets it, but a lot of contact there. And I think Levinska is going to get called for that foul.
At this stage of the game, if you're stuck behind the screen, just let the player go. Give up a 1-point shot instead of putting somebody at the free throw line for another 2 shots. Again, as you are also creeping closer to that dreaded double bonus. 10 fouls means 2 free throws and possession, and that is just a place you do not want to be in, especially when playing with a big disadvantage like here. It's a 6-point disadvantage for Czechia. 8 fouls on the board.
Yeah, with 5:19 to play, they were already in a big hole. And look, improbable is the word that you use in a scenario like this. If Czechia would have managed to pull out a win here, that would be one that Lithuania, I think, should probably be ashamed of if they let a game like this slip out of their hands.
Yeah.
Give them the foul situation, give them the lead. You don't see it very often. You don't see it too often. Hezzy, pull up. Shorty, no. Shilske, nice box out. She will corral the Wilson. 2-woman game. Shilske called for the travel. She did do like a double skip step with that left foot.
Yeah, too much breaking on the drive there. She got the skipping. But hey, look,
I saw what you did there, boss. Don't think that slipped by me. Too much breaking on the drive there. Ski skirt. Really, Kova really needs a shot to go. She hit one from the corner earlier, but you got to be quicker than that.
Look, Czechia is not hitting on screens. They are not playing together as a squad. It might be the nerves for the young ladies, but it looks like they're a little bit struck in the moment here. Again, we've seen them excel in the past, but that was more of team-based play. Now it's one-on-ones, not hitting on screens, leaving too early as a ball handler, and then on defense, well, you know, not enough.
No, not both sides of the floor, offensively, defensively, simply put, not enough from Czechia. This is you're fighting for a ticket to the Olympics here. In any case, things getting worse here as the lead swells to now 8, as Lithuania will match the biggest lead of the game. Not for long as Galikova tastes the rainbow. And I think it's actually Galichkova. I didn't look at my...
Listen to that voice clip again.
Oh, yeah, I should. Galichkova unloads. Blah. Levinska. Oh, she had that one on the yo-yo string, but she sold the clip. Shilske. Good look, but no good. I've seen Grigolowski get those to go.
What's more concerning again is that Czechia also on the defensive end, any screening action, they just get discombobulated. They got 2 players going with the person being screened and a wide open shot for Grigolowski. Even though she missed, that's things you don't want to see again as people that root for Team Czechia. I'm not saying I am. I mean, they are my dark horse pick, but I see a lot of errors in their game and a lot of errors that come down to team structure, quality of offense and defense, and just pretty much the concept that you play within and the focus that you bring to a game.
Well, look, I don't blame you because I agree with you. I think it's a good pick because you look at the talent and on paper they're a good team, but you know, translating how they look on paper to playing a 10-minute sprint, especially against a team like Lithuania, 2 different things.
Yeah.
And it has just not come together in this one. They saw a flurry of 2s from Special K. He's a walking rainstorm sometimes.
You mean like the one we walked through yesterday when you said the rain was going to slow down and then we had to run?
Yeah, I know, that was terrible. But the weather looks good today, boss.
It does. It does.
Slight breeze, good temp outside. Not as a competitive game as we thought it would be. Shosuke will get whistled for the travel there. But 3:27 officially left in this Pool B action. We'll be officially a third into the action today. Once this one is done. And there's Rylikova straight to the rim, but on its answer so quick. What you got to say about that, Bob?
Just a wide open shot right after you get a layup, and you know, you feel a little bit better about yourself. Transition play, not great. Another 2 to go down from Galichkova, though.
She is shredding the threads. She likes that spot top of the key. No question about that. A narrow miss there from Special K. Lithuania knocking on the door. 2 points away from putting this one to bed. And it very well may end before the limit. Shosuke to Special K. That one's deflected. If you're Czechia here, I'm got to get the twos up. I'm looking for Galichkova.
I'm looking for Galichkova too, but let me reiterate the fact that they try to set screens and they never get to the screening action. They don't hit anybody, and you can't win if you don't hit people on screens.
So got an out of bounds challenge here. This is just delaying the inevitable. Check out our scores table there. You know, Giovanna's a hooper. She got a new tattoo, too, by the way.
Did you?
I think a sparrow on her forearm. It's pretty cool.
All right.
Day one from here in Debrecen. Olympic implications hanging in the balance. So we got 16 teams in each gender's categories. And again, just 3 tickets to Paris. First 3 days will be pool play. And once we get to that 4th and final day, we'll head into our quarters, semis, finals, obviously the medal games. So we're just beginning the journey. Galichkova, not that time.
One position for the Jersey team. Team Czechia.
Galichkova to the left. Levinska setting up what they hope to be a clean 2 look. That was not that.
Again, a contested look out of a one-on-one action. No screening for the Czechia women, who've gotten ran out of their game plan here by Team Lithuania.
Special K with the step back. Hits the back heel. So the twos are being fired freely, both teams. Rygalowskite will get it cleared with Special K. Special K says get off. Gives it up. Rygalowskite, no. Good interior defense there from Czechia. Galichkova! Boz, you not impressed with her?
She is a shooter, man. I'll tell you what, again, look, this is maybe a little bit too late for them to wake up, but this is what you want to see as Czechia. Drives and makes out of Galichkova. She's a weapon, man.
Yeah, she's an individual arsenal for Czechia, but really the only one that's getting anything done for them. Lylukainen, nope. Sukanova locked and loaded, and hold up, Boz. It is 1917. What the heck? Uh-oh, it's Galichkova. She'll miss it short that time. Rebound goes to Czechia. They can tie with a 2. You gotta be kidding me, boss. Sukanova. No quit in Czechia. They even the game at 19 apiece. The kick out, Labukane can put it away.
Wow.
Lithuania are breathing a sigh of relief as Czechia stormed back into this game, tied it up. But this wide open 2 was a must hit here. And Labukane was able to get it done, Boz, but oh man.
Why would you give help side on a final drive like that when you don't want to give up a 2? They give up a wide open 2-point shot. Just please give up the layup in that case. For any of you guys and girls that want to get into 3x3, if it's a 19-19 game and you have to give up anything, let it be a layup, please.
Wow. 21-19. Lithuania, hold on. Yeah, man, that game really had no business being that close, to be honest. But you got to credit Czechia. They never gave up and had a chance. They had a chance at the end. But when it was all said and done, Lithuania, they get a well-deserved victory. All right, so we are going to take a brief break. I'd say about 10 minutes or so before we get back to the action here. We'll get back to it with men's Pool B play with Canada and Egypt on deck. That game slated to start at 16:40 local time. So again, we're a little less than 15 minutes from getting that one started. We hope that you stick around, enjoy the highlights from what turned out to be a pretty crazy finish to this one. Lithuania, hold on to get the W.
Yes, like that, my man. Sarà perfetti amore. Thank you so much, grazie mille. Amazing atmosphere for the day one. Back in the competition in a couple of minutes, ladies and gentlemen, back in the main competition. Egypt and Canada, as you can see on the screen. This is a warm-up time. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, every time you see the QR code on the screen, you can scan the QR code. So be with us the best fan experience of FIBA 3x3 OQT in Debrecen City. Scan the QR code, post your selfie, your photo for your favorite team. Team entrance, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of seconds. You should join us for the first time. Get ready for cheering your favorite team of this game. Men competition, 16 men teams and also 16 women teams. For pools of 4 teams, the 2 best of each advance to the quarterfinal.
Totál. Nem ész a totálra. Kettes. A totál. Nem akarod csinálni a totál? Csináld már. Nem baj. Ne haragudj már. Nem voltam képbe. Bocs. Gyere. Bocs. Ne haragudj már.
Egypt, Canada next game, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you're ready for cheering your favorite team. Day one of the OQT Debrecen team. The last chance to get a ticket for the Summer Olympic Games in Paris 2024. It's time to meet the players one by one. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with Team Egypt. Number 14, Rami Hattala.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to the action from here in Kossuth Square, Debrecen, Hungary, day one of the last Olympic qualifying tournament. The voice of 3x3, Kyle Montgomery, alongside the mountain of 3x3. Boz Rosendahl. We saw Paris, not Paris, I always would call them Paris. The Olympics aren't Paris. France are trying to get there. Here they are. They dismantled Egypt earlier in an 8-point win. So Egypt have to erase that earlier loss as they get ready to match up against the Canadians. Canada with an 18-14 win over Spain to get their action started. And here they are again with a great opportunity to go 2-0 here day one. That would be great for the Canadians if they can manage to get through. And Egypt team is probably a little sore after that early beating. But Canada looked good, especially down the stretch, Boz. You look at this Kamar McKnight new ad, and the way he stepped up late for him, I thought pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, Kamar McKnight with 7 points, 6 rebounds. I think 4 of them coming down the stretch of that game when it mattered most, breaking a tie and then coming away with the victory. Look, we talked about how it was going to be their 2-point shooting. It was actually not their 2-point shooting leading to that victory. They were only 4 of 15, but they were good inside the arc. So let's try to see if they can continue that. Now on Egypt's end, there was a lot of one-on-ones. We already expected that because that is their style of play. But we already expected that not to be successful too. Because look, you can't play one-on-one and go to the cup every single time, not shoot any twos, and expect to win a game at 3x3. They were 1 of 12 from 2-point arc. The only one to hit one was Moody. The best game, they got the best game out of Rami Abdallah, though. He had 5 points, 9 boards, but he also went 0 for 4 on twos.
We talked about it ad nauseum, and that is the offense has just not been there for the Egyptians. They just haven't found it. They finished with 13 points against France, and they've averaged, again, 15 points per game through all of the OQTs. This is their 3rd crack at getting an Olympic ticket. And if they come with that same type of offensive effort and they aren't able to find their touch from long range, I see this being a runaway win for Canada, who look locked in, who look loaded. So we'll see. We'll see if Egypt can show us something here and now. 10-minute sprint. Just a minute or two from getting underway as both teams will make their final preparations before they take the court here. Canada and Egypt have never met toe-to-toe in a national competition. So the first time that they'll meet here at the Olympic qualifiers. Canada will start with the bearded king, Superman, and Jerome Desrosiers, or as Boz would say, Desrosiers.
Is it Desrosiers or Desrosiers? Desrosiers. I don't know.
Desrosiers. You're probably right. Superman starts the possession. Here come Canada first. From Kossuth Square, dime time. JD. He'll open the scoring. Wild drive, foul call. And that's one thing that Hisham will do is put pressure on the interior defense. He likes to play a downhill version of 3x3 whenever he gets that Wilson in his hand.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game. He only had 1 point in their game against France. And look, he is a driver. He is a creator. We didn't see him do much of that.
Well, he averaged 2.3 points per game in Utsunomiya, 5 of 17 from the field. Meantime, the dish from AJ doesn't amount to a bucket, as that jump hook is a no-go. Block work. Oh, took him to school. Get that man an apple and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at least. 1-1. You can't look a man in the eyes before you just, that was just calm, collected, like you're going to take this whether you like it or not. Superman, another look at his drive as he will head up to the free throw strike. Superman with the form. He's the one that put it away at the free throw line last contest. The Canadian defense, though, a little bit soft here early.
They're just being polite. Come on now.
Well, you know, Canadians are, they even rage quit politely. they will elbow you in the stomach and wish you a happy Christmas in the same moment.
Give you a plate of poutine with that as well. How about that?
Oh, what a pass, McKnight. Moody. He will use the size to score it over McKnight. And Egypt putting up a nice fight here early. The bearded king making the net sing. Payet, 5-3. Oh, now we got some nice back and forth now. This is definitely the better version of Egypt here early. McKnight can't connect after the electric slide from the right wing. 5-4 to stay for the moment. Hisham. Rebound goes to Canada.
I think Canada scouted out Hisham as they are leaving him on crossovers wide open to take 2-point shots.
Got a breeze picking up. Maybe that wind caught the Wilson. Hisham will draw a foul. No, offensive foul. Correction. That one on Egypt. Your reigning Africa Cup champions. Two-time Africa Cup champions. Only time I've seen them lose was in 2022 when Madagascar ended up shocking the field. Oh, Alex Johnson with the quickness.
Egypt, they're answering quickly. They're fought with the drive. They're taking advantage of the fact that they can play some one-on-one now. It's working better than against the more athletic French.
Rafa'at, he's tripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Moody, not in the mood for company in the paint. Take your stuff and leave. You're not welcome here. As he sends the Canadian packing. 6-6 contest. Looks like we may have ourselves a game here. Superman drive kick, McKnight. Can't find the bottom of the net from D. Stays where it's at. Moody, two-piece.
He's talking as well. Did you see that? He's talking to the crowd. I like it.
Big Gill unfazed. He says, I'm gonna let my game do the talking. Fear the beard. Moody, he will walk that time. But Moody's very much a momentum player. I saw him single-handedly win one for Egypt at the first OQT. So here he is getting it done defensively. He hit a shot to tie and then win it in overtime. I forget who that opponent was in Hong Kong, but if he starts feeling it, we could be looking at an upset here, Bob. I'm just saying, Boz.
I know what you're saying, but a momentum player can get out of momentum as well. I like these Egyptians. Again, I feel like they're right on the cusp of being able to contend with a field like this, but they need to get some of their habits out of the system. I've seen them play help side already on a bunch of drives, leading to open shots for McKnight earlier. Look, if they're dependent on Moody scoring 12 to try to get the Olympic ticket here, which is obviously the end goal.
Hey, Did you see what just almost occurred?
2. Did I?
If that dunk would have went down. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, it is. This is it. Oh, just mistimed it.
That was close.
That would have been a monkey dunk on his head. I like those. In any case,
I would have had more. I would have had to pick up more off the floor than just your papers. You would have fallen out of your chair out of that one.
I certainly would have jumped out of my seat. I need one of those paper clip holders. Anyway, mind your business, boss.
All right.
Darryl Shear. He will give Canada a 1-point lead. Oh, Hisham shifted to another gear. Defended well, though. Big Gill. Uh-oh. Definitely a foul there. Official Dorothy Okach on the call.
Might be 3 in the key, though.
Oh, whoa. Oh, you're right.
It took Canada a long time to get out of transition and get back down to the Rocher position, but it took too long.
You want to talk about somebody enjoying their job? Look at Stefan Dan, our videographer on the court. He's got his headphones in. He's singing his own tune. Look at him. He's got no idea we're even talking about him right now. Somebody tell him.
Get a camera on that, man. It's pure entertainment.
Man, if you knock my papers out of my hands one more time.
Just come on, bring some stuff to put on top of your papers.
Help me, Latesy.
Paperweights, man. I'm telling you. I got a phone. I got a water bottle. You know, I got a laptop. And your papers are everywhere.
My phone couldn't hold them down. That's not my fault. Anyway, back to the business at hand. Superman. No. Oh, no, please.
So, as you pick up some more papers,
Hey.
we'll get to this foul call.
Oh, that was a mauling.
That was a foul, if ever. Just a foul on the floor called, though.
He had to take it there, though?
Well. A strong take by Rafat. Hanging in midair. Kyle, come on. Kyle, look up.
I'm looking, boss.
Spinning, hanging, and hidden.
Oh, that was sweeter than the cavity.
Right. So go your papers again.
Boss is like, what?
We've gotten to the part of the broadcast where we have to start apologizing again.
That's all right. You know, I'm gonna make you think. Oh, yeah. That's too sweet.
I'm saving my quips for the last day. Don't worry.
All right. I know you got them in your bag.
Yeah.
Got a nice crowd. We always have a great crowd in Debrecen, too. Oh, Rafat. Oh, took his eyes off of it. Nice move. Superman flies in for the rebound. He wants to feed it to the bearded king. Too much size, too much beard. He can't save it.
This is a day one of FIBA 3x3 OQT.
Yeah, Rafat, he had an advantage there.
I thought that was going to be a bucket for sure, but
Initially, but no. 10-10. I'm just glad that we got a good game here. I wanted to see more from Egypt, and we're getting that for sure. Rami, count it! The shot goes off the window with the foul. Chance at a 2-point play here.
look, this is what we need to see out of Egypt, right? Team play. They go looking for a mismatch. Rami right there takes advantage with a righty hook off the glass. Soft touch, too.
So Rami now taking his time at the line as Egypt can assume a 2-point lead here. 5.5 to play. Cannot connect at the free throw line. Canada again coming in winners from their first contest. And 18-14 dub to get their action started off. Superman faster than a speeding bullet. Blazing step to the left, 11-11. Rami, no, not that time, Moody. Rafat up fake. Floaty.
I like the way Rafat's playing right now. He's looking for his teammates. He's getting open looks. Now a fake and a nice little floaty in the mid-range.
And Rami turning up too. He flexing. He battling with Gil, flexing his muscle. Look at the two bigs.
I like that matchup. That's
Yeah.
fun. Look, you know me.
Yeah.
I'm drawn towards the post play, and I like a matchup like that.
Rafat. Oh, no, he got the flotation device activated. Back-to-back floaties. McKnight behind the back move. Great pass. Feeds it to Bick, but Bick is called for the travel. And Canada showing some frustration here as they trail it by 2. But this game has been a back-and-forth affair from the very start.
Yeah, and Egypt have done a good job, not just on offense, but they've done a good job by taking Canada away from the two-point line. They have not shot a lot of twos. They have not made a lot of twos, and Egypt now get one from Rami. Rami's having a game.
Rami is wetter than the Nile at the moment. He cashes in another 2, and apparently got an umbrella now on the court. You complain about my papers blowing away in the wind. If an umbrella that size blows away, how can you blame me?
Yeah. It is kind of windy. I'll stop complaining about your papers.
Thank
You've got them
you.
secured, though. And I see you got your phone on top of them.
Yeah, and
Smart thinking.
you might want to pay attention to the game now. It's 15-11, Boz. It's 15-11, and it's Egypt in front. Hisham dropping a dime. What he hopes is a dime. Rafat elevates over Superman. Egypt leading 16-11.
Yusuf Rafat is showing out. The 22-year-old. I saw him active in the Nations Leagues. I didn't know it would transfer to the seniors like this.
Well, they have answered the call so far. Rafat, no, rebound to Moody. Has it poked away. Possession will stay with Egypt. Hisham. Yep, that ISO game mishandled it. Gil. Oh, he had a wide open layup. I think you take that.
You definitely take that
It's an
layup.
unselfish pass, but Rafat, man, he is going to work. He is putting in OT for Egypt in this one. They lead 17-11. McKnight to the bearded king. He's denied on the inside. Aggressive defense from the Egyptians. Here's Hisham. Up fake. No. McKnight, he heated up late last game for Canada. He cannot strike it from two-point range. Approaching 3 minutes. Moody, I like your cut, G. He's fouled by McKnight, and what has gotten into Egypt? That's the 7th on Canada. 2 free throws coming now. What has gotten into Egypt?
They're playing team-oriented 3x3 basketball. Look, there's still a lot of individual creation in there, but you can clearly see they focused in on trying to find each other on mismatches, post-ups, on cuts, on drive to the basket, and they've gotten Rafat in action. He only had 3 points on 6 shots in their first game against France. He's been going bananas.
That's a great sign for Egypt, and they are in pole position against Canada right now. Moody at the line. It can make things worse for the Canadians.
And warning for talking for both teams.
And like we took notice of earlier, both teams chatting with each other a little bit. The moment I moved the phone an inch and it was gone. Nothing I could do about it.
I was going to say anything, but you know.
Moody, second one, no go. But are my eyes deceiving me, boss? It's 18-11.
Oh, yeah.
Superman, can he rescue Canada? They trail by 5 now. Rafa'at lost the handle, got it back. He's got the lane and he's got the floaty again.
That's not a floaty, that's a buoy.
That's a buoy. Oh, Superman! Da, 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 da. Superman Johnson. They needed one in the worst way, and he gave them 2. 2 to the head as he hits that one from Toronto. The boy, Superman, makes it a 3-point play, and Canada trail it by 3. But here come Egypt. Here come Egypt. They give it up. Superman. Oh, Superman has Alex Johnson pajamas. 1-point game. Hisham, no. Moody, no. Way to whistle. Foul on the shot attempt. Egypt could win it at the line. 2 free throws coming up for Moody.
What a game.
This is crazy, right?
Alex Johnson just said, "Soldier boy, let me get that Superman in."
You.
And brought his team all the way back into the game, but now they foul in a crucial possession and put Egypt on the line for 2. Look, the 2-point shooting is what was missing for Team Canada all game, and all of a sudden, when it mattered most down the stretch of this one, it showed up. Maybe a little bit too late, though.
Man, what a game, though. I'm locked in.
Yeah, same. I set up straight for this one.
Had to.
Yeah.
But we did kind of say, look, if Egypt plays their best game, we're probably going to get a good game. If they play like they did game 1, it's a wrap. Anyway, Moody will miss the first of 2. Crucial free throw attempts for Egypt. Can't put them to bed here, but they can extend the lead. Game point, Egypt. Rami with the steal. Hisham, ISO game. Up top, drive. Hisham, wild shot. Those type of plays can hurt you in crunch time, but those type of plays can help you. Hisham, is he going to kick it? He will. Moody with the drive. Moody with the lay! And Egypt takes Canada to school. This is Alexandria. 21-18. It's a place of learning.
Coming through with a library reference there.
There you go.
God. Did not see that coming, both on the reference and on the win for Egypt. But what a game. These fellas turned things around quickly after losing in the second game of the day against France. Not just 2 games later. They're back at it. They go and play a more team-based concept. They get together and grind one out over Canada.
Wow. A pleasant surprise to see Egypt come alive in the way that they did here against Canada. 21-18. So Canada's bid to go undefeated here to start pool play, that is over with. Both teams now will wrap up day 1 1-1. A shocking win for Egypt, who show us their better half in this contest. And tip of the cap to them. So we got obviously more action coming up. We hope that it's more action similar to that type of a game that we just saw.
This could be Spain and France stepping to the plate next. Spain actually looking to bounce back after that loss to Canada. France, they look maybe like the best team out here earlier in the day.
Yeah, still early.
So far.
Still early, yeah. But
early in the tournament.
They look pretty good, you're right. And a rivalry. That's what France and Spain is a rivalry. European clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
Coming up next.
Clash of the Pyrenees.
Yes.
What do you know about the mountains in the south of France?
I don't know anything about it. I just agreed with you.
Okay.
Anyway, let's agree to take a quick breather. And we'll get Spain and France on deck here in mere moments from Debrecen. Stick and stay. Here we go. France and Spain. A rivalry getting ready to take center stage here in front of the old Reformed Church from Kossuth Square. France was impressive earlier. A 21-13 win over Egypt. And Boz's most impressive team of the day. So far. I won't argue with you there. But can they keep the good times rolling here against Spain, who was a little underwhelming, if I must say so myself. A little underwhelming in their opener. A 14-18 loss to Canada is how they started their campaign. But out come France. Frank Seguela, Jules Rambaud, Raphael Wilson, Timothée Vergiat. Team Le Bleu. France's last chance to qualify to their own Olympic Games, hosted in Paris this year. Top two from each group advance. As you know, 4 teams per group. Spain's women have been a power in 3x3. The men's team have had a tougher go at it over the years, so they're I guess we could say they're in a rebuild. Trying to make the most out of their rebuild situation. And it fielded a talented squad this year. But they're going to have to bring it here against Spain. The Battle of the Bigs should be fun with Niang and Rambaud going at it. Carlos Martinez, Javier Biran, and Unai Mendicot representing the 12-seeded Spaniards.
Yeah, and look, Spain in their first game against Canada, a 4-point loss, got 7 points, 6 rebounds out of Falun Yang. He hit 7 for 8 from inside the arc, but they stopped going to him at the end of the game. They went away from their big young center, tried to get 2-point shots up. That wasn't successful. They were 2 for 15 overall from beyond the 2-point arc. That's not a recipe for success. We need some more out of Javier Berando. 2 points in their first game, 5 rebounds, but only hit 1 2-point shot. 1 shot taken from inside the arc was a miss. They need some more offense. They can't just rely on Falun Yang by himself. I'm also looking at Carlos Martinez. 4 points isn't enough leading this Spanish team.
No, he's a more capable scorer than that. It must be nice to have Wi-Fi, by the way. I see you got all those stats over there.
Look, I'm on my hotspot.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, you can hop on if you want to. It's okay.
So they'll get a chance to warm up. We are just getting going. What a beautiful, beautiful day for some 3x3. Getting the action started here at this final OQT of 2024. Our 18 Olympic fields will be set once we are done over 4 days of competition here from Kossuth Square. A lot of friendly faces around the venue. Some of the best players in the world trying to achieve their Olympic dream. You know, you don't get it done now. So that's a long 4 years before you get another opportunity.
Yeah, the game's going to be looking fully different in 4 years, man. Think about it.
Oh, the evolution of 3x3. It's still evolving.
I know.
I mean, there's no bigger sporting stage than the Olympic Games, and to have another opportunity for the world to see 3x3 in all of its glory, it's going to be outstanding.
Just think how far the game has come, right? I mean, you know, you were talking about evolution. I got evolved out of the game at one point. I was too big, too slow. That didn't work anymore, and now we're back to having bigs in the game, but they're mobile, they're athletic, they can play underneath the basket as well as outside. Think about it. One of the more dominant players in the game right now is Aurelius Pukelis.
Oh, sure, but this ain't no shot at you, Boz. But Pukelis is a little bit smaller than you are. Yes. He is a big, and he can move a little bit better. You're 7 foot tall, man.
Are you saying I'm not able to move all that much?
Well, Boz, you couldn't move. So you couldn't move so much defensively. You were a powerhouse on the inside. You were hard to stop, but no, you wasn't stopping nobody on the perimeter. Forget about it.
You're fully right about that.
They was going around you like a practice cone.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. That was disrespectful.
Well, look, I think we got some pickups coming up on Saturday. Let's see who's going to be the traffic cone out there underneath the basket.
Oh, look at that strike. Mendicote with the drive. That was a difficult finish there as Frank Segala eyes a 2. So France lead 2-1. Martinez's pass is off target. He thought that Niang was held, but he won't get the whistle. Won't get the any help from the officials here as France will take back over. Rambeau to Vergiat. Vergiat, too fast, too furious. Scores to the left, 3-1 France.
I see you, Dom Toretto.
Who is Don Toretto?
Dom Toretto is the main character in Fast
Oh, of course.
and the Furious.
Yeah, Dom. Yeah.
See?
Of course. Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for France, it was a loss to Lithuania in the semifinals in Utsunomiya. As that one goes out of bounds. And you got a new roster here in Debrecen. Jules Rambeau, the only carryover from that team in Utsunomiya just 2 weeks ago. And hoping that this is going to be the right formula, the right combination. Vergiat, not happening.
So I think Unai Mendicote and Vergiat and Rambeau, they know each other very well. They were in the same pool groups in the Nations Leagues in the past. They've played each other plenty of times. So I think there's no clear advantage there. Maybe because France has 2 of them that have played the one guy. We'll see.
I like this matchup here. Rambeau sticking with Martinez, and the tip is no good. Persistence will pay off though for Los underneath as Martinez gets the layup to go. Spain within 1. Rambeau fouled on the cut. Martinez, no argument on the foul.
We remind you that we keep the 2 best teams of each group for the quarterfinal.
France and Utsunomiya settled for a lot of 2s, Boz. They didn't shoot a bad percentage, 30%, but only 9 free throw attempts the entire tournament. They seem to be set on getting to the rim. As Vergiat has got his driver's license without a question. He gets to the rim again. Mendicote says, I can do that too. I can do that too.
There's Unai for the and uno. Like that Spanish count in there? No? All right. Anyway, well, I'll show myself out. Bye. You didn't get that one, huh?
You said it fast. You said the and uno.
Yes.
Very nice.
And his first name is Unai, which is kind of like Uno.
Muy bien.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, but look, as you were saying, the French, they shot a lot of 2-point shots at the OQT in Utsunomiya. They've upped their pace. That is clearly visible. They were slow and methodical, and I don't think that's where their strength lies in this game of 3x3. They want to be fast. They want to have a high movement, more screens, more slips. We've seen that so far today.
And maintain their defensive prowess. They was the stingiest team in the field in Utsunomiya. Allowed just 15 points per game. So we know that they're going to bring the defense. There's a foul there, but typically that's a staple of French teams. They're going to play defense. And they did a great job staying below the penalty threshold as well. Let's see how they're doing so far. A couple fouls here in the first 2 minutes. But they usually are a pretty disciplined defensive team. Four. That's easy money right there. Hey, Vergiat is a flame right now. This dude is an arsonist at the moment for France. 6'5". And again, Timothée Vergiat. He played on the European Cup team last year. He spent the last 2 years in France's first league playing for, is it Blois?
Blois?
Yeah, Blois.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Blois?
He played, or Blois.
We're trying out stuff.
But he averages 19 minutes a game off the bench. He's 26 years old. He got a hell of a lot of promise in 3x3. I tell you that at 26. Get that man the ball. Oh, what a find. What a find, Ralph Wilson. France lead at 7-5. Martinez runs into traffic. They got 6 to shoot. They'll kick it out. Martinez unleashes. No. Fed to Rambo. He knifes to the rim. And that's the type of action I think where France are at their best. They're not chucking up a bunch of twos. They're getting to the rim. Vergiat has done his damage driving. See the pick and slip to Rambo.
I like the patience on that. It took a good second for Rambo to set that screen the correct way, kept his man on his back. Vergiat had the patience to wait for him, not dribble too soon. Then he got the dribble in, and then he got the pass out. That is great play. But look, those guys played together for years on the youth teams. That kind of chemistry comes from repetition, man.
No, without a doubt. Chemistry is so important. That continuity and understanding, being on the same page. You know, in a game where every possession is at a premium, you got to be in step with each other. That one ricochets off the iron. Vergiat. There's a whistle outside. A holding foul called on Spain.
Yeah, and Spain haven't gotten Falunian going at all. That was their ace in their first game. Again, he had 7 points on 7 of 8 from 1. I don't think he scored.
Vergiat touches absolutely nothing. Not the best shot for him. Maybe he should stick to getting to the rim. At a 3-point lead for France. And I mean, how big of a hole would it be for Spain to fall to 0-2? Still with one more pool play game. Oh, there's a 2 connected in the corner. That one courtesy of Biran. You know, Biran played professionally in France too.
Did he?
Yep. Played for the Pro A team St. Quentin basketball in France.
Okay.
So another accomplished 5-on-5 player. Seguela gets swatted. Not cleanly though, so that's why he's up to the free throw line shooting 1. Frank Seguela.
I needed a fly swatter last night. There was a mosquito in my room I couldn't find. I literally was out there looking for 15 minutes in the middle of the night. Anyway.
And you would be a feast for a family of mosquitoes. One mosquito you shouldn't even be worried about. Hey, they say pick on somebody your own size. There's Adrian Bogucki, Team Poland in the place.
Yeah, he's a little bigger than me.
11-7. Travel called to, as France's lead is at 11-7.
Look, Seguela is fired up, and that's what they kind of missed in that last OQT, some emotional leadership. And Seguela is out here screaming with 5:50 on the clock.
So here we are, almost, well, just past the 6-minute mark. And France have answered the call. Spain played a pretty good game up to this point. They've had a tough time stopping plays like that, as that one is flushed by Rambo. Just that simple pick and slip. Oh, might have got away with an extra step there. It'll stay with Spain. Rambo nearly got the steal, but almost doesn't count. But another look at that easy connection. We've seen this a couple of times in this game so far. Just finding Rambo on the cut, patiently getting into that offense has worked well for France. Little shorty, Carlos Martinez has the touch, but a 2-possession lead still for France. Rambo, how, Sway? He couldn't even see the rim, Boz.
He just threw that one up there and it went down. Wowie.
Martinez is getting it in for Spain, keeping them alive. Now Seguela, they get a chance to reset, or he thought he would. Offensive foul. That is the 5th on France. As we are now past the midway point.
Look, I think France is controlling the pace of the game. I don't see a lot of deliberate team play action by Spain. Now they're finally getting to one.
Ooh. He almost caught a body. Instead, a soft dunk, that'll do. Two off the iron. Rebound to Spain. Inside they go. Niang. Oh, can't get the first one to go. He'll get another chance. Decides to kick it out. Bihar makes it rain. He hits him with the two-shooter from the left wing, and we got a one-point contest as a result. France still in front. Vergiat is able to draw the off-the-ball foul. So 5 fouls apiece. Another look at the left wing strike. So from Hajdú-Bihar. Segala, far right, out of bounds. And time for a media timeout. So the games are getting more competitive as the day goes on. This one still up for grabs. Anybody's contest here. Just over 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, and it was France controlling the pace of the game early. They were getting to their spots. They were getting to deliberate action. I like what they were doing, but it seems like they slowed down just a little bit, and they've left the door open for this Spanish team to come back, get some shots. They've gotten Yang going a little bit. This one barely rolling out.
So here we go. Uh-oh. Bihar, not that time. Rambo, give me that. Oh, that's definitely a foul. Martinez. Vergiat's going to try to shake that one off. No more fouls to give for Spain. Next one puts him in a penalty. But again, that activity off the ball, Boz, I think is a big difference maker.
Yes.
Giving the passer a moving target. It's hard to maintain that energy. You want to just let somebody else go to work, catch your breath for a second, but if you just move a little bit, that passer can reward you. Chip to the free throw line for Vergiat, and he will connect.
Yeah, and the thing is, with that movement, you get the other team to make some mistakes, right? Because Spain is not putting a lot of pressure on the ball screens, and if you're not putting pressure on the ball screens, switching is more difficult, especially against high movement.
From France now. Oh, Rambo crashes into Martinez. Martinez is either hurt or upset with the whistle.
I think he's a little bit upset.
He's emotionally hurt. So he collides with Rambo. He's all muscle except for that polite mullet on the top of his head.
Or maybe that's stash.
You got a stash too?
The Nebraska stash?
That's the corn stash. Replace the C with whatever you desire. But you know, it's terrible. You're the worst.
Hey, but look, I know why Martinez is frustrated, because he knows what's at stake. If Spain goes down 0-2 on this day, it is going to be very tough for them.
Yeah, not insurmountable starting off 0-2, but you're going to need to come out of a tiebreaker scenario very likely, and you know, this is kind of a do-or-die type contest here for Spain. They are fighting. They are fighting France. Vergiat pulls up. No. Niang with the rebound. Off balance. Oh, my goodness. Took him to the bank and made a deposit. There go that man, Javier Bihar. I believe the French would say "Dan Sage." That's in the face.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Vergiat, Medi, bottoms, 16 apiece. Oh, man. Inside score, tough. We got a game here. Spain have assumed a 1-point lead. It's been France in the driver's seat for most of this game. And now we're seeing Spain utilize some of their strength on the inside as that one's muscled up and in. As Mendicot will make it again, 17-16. Seguela, he just fell asleep.
Not great shot clock awareness on that one by the French. At least have your substitute call out that the fact that the shot clock's running low, right? You want to hear that from the bench.
Yeah.
The fourth player is the coach on the court in 3x3. That's your task.
Martinez falling away late in the shot clock. Rambo smart not to touch that. Shot clock violation.
Yeah, he's right. Now you get a reset. You can get a sub in. That is a very, very heady play by Rambo, who took his hands off of the wheels.
Crunch time as we're under 2 minutes. The voice, the mountain, here with you from Debrecen, Hungary. Pool C action in the men's competition in your face. Ralph Wilson has been quiet. Wilson misses. That's got to convert on that layup. Vergiat speeds out to track down to Wilson. Vergiat. No. Minute 32. Look at Mendicot. That is basket weaving. Wilson, Wi-Fi, no. Sees it go off the front iron. We got an 18-16 contest heading down the stretch. 70 seconds to go. Vergiat, he will get called for the foul. That's the 6th on France. They got no more to give. Spain's already in the penalty. So what a game here between two European rivals. Doesn't matter what sport it is, when France and Spain go toe-to-toe, it's going to be some sparks flying. Here's Los, got the step. He will convert it. So Spain is feeling it now as they look to be closing in. They're 2 points away from victory. 3-point advantage. As Martinez uses that length and exposes Vergiat. Timeout on the floor. Not exactly a must-win scenario for Spain, but make no mistake about it, a critical game for them in their hopes to get to the quarterfinals. You don't want to be trying to dig out of an 0-2 hole, and right now it doesn't look like they will be, but a lot can change here in 60 ticks. Let's see. Oh, offensive foul. France will give it back over. No free throws because it was an offensive foul, but the possession will go over to Spain. And here's a look. You can see Rambo was moving, and he gets hit with it. Spain's women's team is here. We'll see them in action tomorrow. Shout out to Sandra Igueravide and see Vega Jimeno, 3x3 legends. It's going down from Coach Shoe Square. Under a minute to go. Spain and France. Big possession here for the Spaniards. They want to get it down low to Niang. He will elevate a little off the glass. Point game, Spain. Raphael Wilson. He did it dirty right there. He needed to clean up his act. Crossover to the Yam. All right. Mendicot couldn't put it away. Wi-Fi. No. Rambo will track down the rebound. We got 20 seconds to go in this one. Seguela kicks it out. Ralph Wilson, that is going to be a 1. That is not a 2. So Wi-Fi, while he's Happy the shot went down. If he just takes one more step back, this is a 1-point game instead of a 2-point game. So a little bit of a mental lapse for Wilson right there with 11 seconds left in this game. So still a 1-possession game. But with the shot clock and the game clock separated by a second, let's get a look at the replay. I saw it from here. That is most certainly a 1-point shot. So I don't think there's much to look at there. There's no dispute. That was a 1-point make. So again, the game clock at 11 seconds is less than the 12-second shot clock. So what France are going to have to do is foul and hope for Spain to miss a pair of free throws. But the hopes for France to go 2-0 have dwindled. Maybe they try to get a steal quickly, but they can't let too much time go off the clock here. Spain do a good job using almost all of the clock. Fall away, leaves them no time. How about that for Spain? 18-20. Spain are going to get past France to earn their first victory day one. Both teams at 1-1 to wrap up their day one efforts. Got to give it to Spain. A gritty victory for them over France. As they say, au revoir for now. But a narrow victory. A win is a win. But that's one that that France hope don't end up costing them in the end. As they're trying to get to Paris in Olympic Games that they host. They are dealt a blow by the Spaniards. Curious to see what Carlos Martinez has to say after that victory. One that, again, they needed. Let's get it courtside where Boz Rosendahl is standing by with Carlos Martinez. It's on you, B.
Carlos. Oh, wow. First of all, congratulations. A much needed win here against France. You guys were down early. How'd you manage to climb back into this game?
Well, thank you very much. We analyzed the last game, and we thought we did things great, but we didn't have enough luck in the shot. And we just said, okay, keep going for the next one. We have to believe in ourselves. Thank also to our coaches that were cheering for us. Raul, Pedro, thank you. And that's it. Now I think we have to make the numbers, but we depend on ourselves. And this is what we wanted since the first day.
All right, so from your pro circuit team, Lausanne, to this Spanish team, you're the most tenured 3x3 player on the squad. You step into a different role. How comfortable are you leading your team in a tournament like this?
Yes, I said this a lot of times. I think my strong point as a player is to try to adapt to my role in every team. I have here a different role than I have in the World Tour stage, and I try to adapt it. I have to give my energy. I have to rebound more. I have to play more defense. Penetrate more, and this is what the coaches told me, and this is what I try to do.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Good to hear. Good luck on the last day of play here.
So we will see Spain again on Saturday, as we will see France as well on our final day of pool play. Let's get a look at the highlights in this one. Again, a tight contest pretty much throughout. And Spain able to come back from an early deficit and snatch this victory from France. So that is that. Enjoy the highlights from this Pool C showdown between these two. We'll give it over to the ladies next in Pool B action. We got Chile and Czechia on deck, followed by Canada and Lithuania in the women's competition. Don't move a muscle. More 3x3 coming your way. Are you ready for some Chile and Czechia? You better get ready. It's going down, Kossuth Square. OQT action from Debrecen, Hungary. Just saw the fellas. Now we give the ladies an opportunity to take center stage here as we move into the early evening hours here from Kossuth Square. Sun's starting to go down, but we continue to turn up. Czechia, who made an incredible comeback. They didn't win it, but an incredible comeback nonetheless in a 2-point loss to Lithuania. They will get another crack at it here. Chile will try to find their shooting touch as they also come in on the losing end of the stick. So either way, one of these teams are going to get their first victory of the tournament. There's Chile out first, led by Xiomara Morrison. They're big in the middle. One of the tallest players in the tournament, if not the tallest. They are ready to go, as is Czechia. For Czechia, though, the thing is, they've got to bring the energy that we saw at the end of that Lithuania game from the outset. If this team is able to get a catalyst in the early parts of this game, they're going to be a completely different team. So we'll see what they bring here in the first 5 minutes as opposed to the last 5 minutes in game one. Team Czechia in the red. They got a straight up lights out shooter in Galichkova. Keep an eye on her. She's a game wrecker, boss. Galichkova is.
Look, Galichkova is why I have some stock in this team. She can go off right any moment you want. You saw their first game of the day. They got down big, and all of a sudden she got going. And she brought enough offensive energy for that team to climb back all the way into that game and almost make it a competitive contest. It was 19-19, as you remember, against Lithuania.
And what, she hit 5 twos?
I'm trying to look it up.
Okay, go ahead and look it up.
I'm working.
It's pretty close.
Let's see. She hit 3 twos.
Okay.
And was 3 for 3 from inside the arc. So 9 points for her. Most of them coming in the second half of that game because she didn't get free for a shot early. And again, she is such an offensive weapon. So they're going to need some more of her. Now, what I saw in the first game that didn't work for them is, again, habits. They didn't connect on screens. They played help side at the most crucial moment in the game. 19-19, what you don't want to give up is a 2, and they went and played help side on a drive and gave up a wide open 2. Oh, no. That's what you don't want.
For the win, Laibu Kaine hit it. Here comes Chile, though. Opening things up with a 2-piece combo.
I didn't mind the first 5 minutes of Team Chile's game against Canada. They were competitive, they were in it, and it was 11-12, and then they got ran off the court.
Yeah.
So the last 3 minutes, not so good. But the first 5 were actually good. They got to their spots. They shot the shots they wanted. I need some more offensive firepower out of Jovanka Ljubitic, though. She had 1 point, 0 for 4 on twos.
Yeah, both of these teams have been teams of 2 different halves. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the second half for Czechia, incredible. First half, not so good. And it was the opposite for Chile. So who can put it together for an entirety of 10 minutes sprinting? Yeah, I'll tell you what, if Czechia keeps shooting like that, they're going to be in good shape. That was Sukanova stroking the deuce from the left side. Ovalle, her drive is held up. She's still going to get the shot up in time. It doesn't go down. Galichkova, no good. Follows her own shot. Somehow the ball stays with Czechia. Rilikova took her on a merry-go-round. Left the shot short, though. Ovalle has it cleared. Ljubitic drops it off. Ovalle, she can shoot those. She will misfire. Morrison, though, offensive board leads to the score.
She should be all over the glass and all over the scoreboard in this game. She is a big mismatch against this Czechia team.
There's one converted. Rilikova. Morrison, oh yeah, I think she's going to cause some problems.
Yeah, and I like the fact that she got a post-up out of that possession, and from a post-up, she turned it into a seal. She kept moving on the play and got an advantage out of that instead of having to take a dribble to get a score. Now she got a foul out of it.
Well, she's 15 centimeters taller than the tallest Czechia player, as Morrison, that is, standing 195. So what Chile have in size, Czechia do possess in quickness.
Yes, but some of that gets eliminated by a drop coverage as you go looking for your papers again.
Thank you.
But no, some of that gets eliminated by drop coverage. You'll see Xiomara Morrison drop down underneath the screen, invite Czechian players to drive at the rim and try to contest her shots. And look, she has such a height advantage that this might be a working strategy for them.
Got a whistle on the inside. 1-point contest, Chile. That was Morrison called for the reach in on that rebound. Each team with a foul apiece. Oh, Levinska. No. Morrison. Oh, that's easy money.
I told you, she keeps moving. The entry pass goes up in the air. She's moving backwards to the hoop, not to have to take a dribble.
Boz, I can see her scoring 10 to 11, 12 points in this game.
Well, if she keeps going like this, it might be 15.
That is a layup line. Oh, but that's what Czechia can do as a response. So Anna Rilikova, that 2-ball evens things up at 7 apiece. Three minutes in. Nice pace to start this game. I like the scoring.
Yes, we like scoring.
Yes.
Yes. But look, it's the shots from the outside that have trickled in here for the Czechian women. Again, that's where their strength lies, especially against a way taller Team Chile here. And for Chile, it's been Xiomara Morrison with more lays than a bag of chips.
I like that. I got to come up with something to add some flavor. I like that, Boz.
What kind of flavor? Paprika?
I guess we're in Hungary. It is fitting.
Sour cream and onion?
Sour cream and onion with some paprika. There's a nice close-up of Marek. Again, long-time 3x3 official. Marek Maraszewski. And Deanna Jackson officiating this one. Levinska at the line, too strong. Abuyeres hands it off. Ovalle gonna work the pick and roll game. Ovalle over to Abuyeres. No, underneath. That's a tough layup attempt. No go. Levinska with the quick move. She's shooting like Cupid. You gotta love that. That's Sukhanova, her second to answer dunk. Back in a 9-9 tie. Galichkova will drive through traffic, denied. Ovalle. Morrison. I want she should have just drop step, went up with the shot, right?
Yes, but she's clearly been taught that dribbling is not her strength. So she took a dribble here and got rid of the Wilson quickly. I would have just turned into a shot. You got the height advantage, try to take some contact, get an and one going. But that's me. I don't know.
An unnecessary dribble. Cost them a possession, but still a 9-9 game. Very little fouls, and again, a nice scoring pace in this one. As we are almost 4 minutes in. Ovalle. Crossover. Ovalle off balance. She will get the whistle. Another capable scorer in this Chilean arsenal. I've seen Ovalle get hot. Can be a knockdown shooter when given the opportunities.
That's what I bring her. Look, she's only 20 years old, but they give her a lot of trust bringing her back for a second Olympic qualification tournament for Chile.
Yeah. Ovalle too strong. Rebound lands in Morrison's hands. She'll give it up, sets the screen. I think we can guess where this ball's going to. If they can hold on to it, no, they get into trouble late in the shot clock. And that one off target. Rilikova, Galichkova underneath, attacking. Save, well, great save. Or so I thought. Nope, shot clock violation. Ubitek with the dribble move. Abuyere sees an advantage on the inside. She just can't convert the layups. I'd like to see her get that ball a little bit higher on those layup attempts instead of trying to scoop it in.
Yeah.
Just go up strong, keep the ball high. Otherwise, you eliminate your height advantage by keeping the ball low. Ovalle. 2, no. Got one off target as well. I think you find a hot hand in this one if you're Czechia. And that's been Sukanova, really. Maybe get her a look off a screen. Already got a couple of 2 balls to fall, and look, right on cue. Man, I know what I'm talking about.
All right, Coach Kyle.
Well, you know, they set up the play. Just a little bit off target, but I see that as an advantage. Oh, Morrison's got to make those count. Give me that back. So Morrison finishes what she started. Galichkova, wide open. Off the miss, it's Ovalle going to work. Ovalle back down to Morrison. She got more lays than a Hawaiian vacation.
Okay. Okay.
11-9.
Feed the parking meter. There we go. They tried her again.
It is the formula for success. Well, at least they hope it is. But you won't find many players as dominant as she is on the inside. That's just the fact. Keep an eye on that point total, too, because like I said, this one had all the makings of a 10-point outburst for Morrison. She's probably halfway there, as we are just past halfway through this contest. 11-9 is where it stands. Take that mess back. So Sukanova. She puts the no in Sukanova with the length and the toss back.
Well, we're just going to let that one go. Just don't worry about it. You get one of these. And then the next one, I'll just say something about it.
Sukanova.
No, I heard it the first time.
All right.
It's all good, though. I mean, you know, you keep trying those.
I'm going to call security on myself. Don't worry. Galichkova with the quick move. Yeah.
Look, as Chile won some more security, and oh my. Yeah.
Offensive foul.
Rumbling and bumbling, but.
Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. It's Chris Berman.
Wait, boxing?
No. ESPN, that's American football. Maybe.
See, I haven't watched too much of that.
You never heard, he could go.
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
I mean, come on. I lived in Pittsburgh.
That's the legend, Chris Berman.
See, I didn't watch a lot of games while right in a right state of mind. Let's just say that. I lived in Pittsburgh, and you know how campus gets when the Steelers play. I had my terrible towel. And,
man,
well,
yeah. I can imagine, boss.
I don't remember much of those broadcasts. Let's just say that. But it is what it is. Anyway, as Chile, you want some more security in a game where you know Czechia can go off all of a sudden. They showed that in the last game against Lithuania.
Galichkova, no. Another whistle. The fouls have been picking up here. Neither team in jeopardy of the penalty yet. Chile do pick up a 5th. Czechia standing at 4 fouls at the moment. Sukanova opens this possession for Czechia. Levinska trying to find Ridikova. Back out to Levinska. Levinska to the left will miss it. Awuyere snags the board. She'll get it cleared herself. 8 seconds to work with on the shot clock. They got to get it to Morrison quickly if they're going to. I don't think they're going to do it now. Got to get a shot up. Awuyere will do the honors right before the horn. It will go. No? I thought she got that up in time.
Maybe. It was right at the edge of the shot clock.
Let's see. Oh, that was the forearm shiver. But didn't get called for the foul.
No,
yeah, there's a bucket.
It counts, right?
I thought she got that up in time. And travel, Sukanova shuffled the feet.
There goes that point of emphasis again for the referees. Team should know by now.
Oh, I like your cut. Long hair, don't care. It's Ovalle. The slick move on the baseline. That pass is long. Oh, can track it down. So both teams have shown some sloppiness in their passing. That one's going to cost Czechia a possession here. 13-10 Chile. Morrison's done most of the damage for Chile. Probably not where she wants to have it out at the perimeter. There, now she's in the post office. There's some postal service for you as she continues to deliver like DoorDash. Sayamara Morrison once again.
I told you she keeps moving when she gets position, gets herself in clear range of the basket, no dribble needed. And look, if you're Czechia, at some point you just kind of let her go.
I think you have to. Maybe use it as an opportunity to get some free looks from two range, but the woman is a force down there. Good to know. 14-11 Chile. I'll be honest, Boz, I thought Czechia might have the advantage in this matchup, but I may have severely underestimated Morrison and just how dominant she could be, because this.
Well, and again, the same problems that reared their heads in the first game for the Czechians come up again.
Whoa, you didn't see that, but I did. Really, Kova with a big two-piece combo. Makes it a one-point game. They prevent the entry pass to Morrison. Great defense there from Levinska. And I think the only way to stop Morrison is don't let her get her hands on the ball. Does she get it up in time? You bet she does. She's just non-stop right now. 15-13, Sukanova. She be stroking. We got a 15-15 game.
Xiomara Morrison standing taller than the Andes Mountains right now for Chile. Incredible play. No stopping her underneath the basket. But look, again, I like how she gets position. I keep going back to this. She doesn't dribble. She catches, turns, finishes.
See, they got more shooters than COD. Czechia, 1 through 4. They can all light it up. Galichkova, two players down. But especially when you look at Galichkova and Sukanova, in each game, they both start with their shooting ability. And that really opens up their game a lot. So they've been able to kind of counter Morrison's dominance on the inside with their shooting. Sukanova can get to the crib too. She is showing out. And an offensive foul on Chile. Ball back over to Czechia.
It's one of those games where you feel like one team's in control. Their game plan's all ones, and you can't fight twos with one. So Czechia is in the game, even though they haven't been all that crisp. But they're getting layup after layup now. The answer by Morrison. Still a tight game, Kyle. Still a tight game.
Galichkova loosening things up. She lets loose from long range. Czechia lead 19-16. Morrison, all of a sudden, those one-point attempts, they might have to change the game plan here with just a minute to play, Boz. Looking at a 3-point deficit right now. Levinska down in the post office. Great defense there from Abuyeres.
Chile needs to get Ljubitic back in the game. She hasn't hit a lot of shots from the outside, but she is a shooter. And that's your chance at the end of the game here. You need a 2-pointer. 3 ones in 40 seconds is a lot.
Really, Kova. No, you're right. 40 ticks officially left in this one. 2 would be massive for Chile right now, but that's not where they want to set Morrison up at. Not a great possession for Chile here. Oh, but it pays off. Big bank, take little bank. We got a 1-point contest as Ovalle knocks it down. Really, Kova, it's a no. That would have ended it. Ovalle drops it off. Morrison, we're tied, 19 all. 10 seconds to play. Setting up for what could be a Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater. It's really Kova in the paint, turnaround, no. Time is gonna run out and we're gonna go to overtime.
What an ending to that game, and what an ending to that game by Fernanda Ovalle. The 20-year-old came through with a big shot at the end of a shot clock, like you said, in a kind of a broken possession. Nowhere to go, heaved it up, it went down. Then she drove to the cup and had a nifty pass to Xiomara Morrison to get that tie forced. Wow-wee.
Quick three. They were down 16-19. That wild 2, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And then Morrison, who they've been able to depend on throughout the game, ties things up. And here we are. First to score 2 in OT wins it. So we are going to get that Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater. One way or the other here in OT. I don't know. I think Czechia might win this thing in OT if they get a look from 2 range, Boz.
Look, they're my underdog pick, so, you know, they might. They have the better shooters.
Well, they got possession. Oh, smart play. Sukhanova makes good on a wide open lane. And now Czechia don't need 2, they need 1. But what they have to do is defend the 2-point arc. There's Sukhanova taking the handoff. She breezes straight to the crib. They're going to set up Ovalle. Ovalle, no ma'am.
Great defense.
Now Levinska. Look at the defense, though. She is locked up. Sukhanova. Up fake. She's got nowhere to go. Galichkova letting it go. It's a no-go. Oh, Levinska. Pressure defense pokes it away. That leaves 9 seconds on the shot clock here in OT. And Libatek, no. From the deep end, Galichkova seen enough. A Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater in OT as Czechia will get the W over Chile. Here's a look at it, the feed on the inside. Galichkova does the honors in victory lane as Czechia get their first win of the tournament. It drops Chile to 0-2. And Boz's dark horse is still very much alive. They will wrap up their day 1 efforts with a 1-1 record. OT victory, 21-19.
Look, they've gotten into more of a rhythm, I think, as a team. They've gotten to their spots a little bit. I do feel like we haven't seen the level out of them that they reached last year when we saw them at the World Cup. But, you know, maybe they'll come with a day of rest. Now you at least have a win underneath you. So you can kind of respond after that and keep going with a day off and some practice.
Day off and some time to think about it. A wild game. Saw the 2s dropping. Both teams showing their best efforts from long range. Of course, it was Morrison doing the damage for Chile on the inside. But this game was won with shots like that. How good was Sukanova in this one? So we'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the highlights. We got another game coming up before we take a brief break. We got Canada and Lithuania coming right at you next. Pool B play for the ladies continues from here at Kossuth Square.
Seconds, ladies and gentlemen. One victory for Canada, one victory for Lithuania. So very important game for both teams. For the first place of the pool. It's time to meet the players one by one.
All right, so this is for first place in the pool for now. Canada, who started the day with a dominant win against Chile. They are now back and ready to roll against Lithuania, who they had a dominant game as well against Czechia. Let Czechia back in it, so the final score really wasn't indicative of how that game went, but here they are both coming into the square, 1-0.
Look, this team Canada got what they wanted out of Michelle Plouffe. 8 points. 2 of 5 from 2, 2 of 4 from 1. This is the type of game you're looking for your MVP.
That's right. That's right. So Michelle Plouffe looking comfortable, leading her team with a big effort. Game 1. Lithuania with Special K as their star. She'll be taking the court soon. Monika Grigolauskaitė, first out for the Lithuanians. Coming out in the all green. Aivukaine, who with the clutch 2 to seal their first victory. Gabriela Šulske joins her squad as well. Last but not least, it's Kamile Natsiskaite van der Horst.
I like that. There you go. It has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
It does.
See, I'm happy. I got invited to.
Literally and figuratively, it has a nice ring to it.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did. Look, I'm happy. I got invited to celebrate their coming together.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my invitation, but I think they sent it to the wrong address. It's all good. It's all good.
It's tough to keep track of you all over the world, huh? Global citizen.
You know. No, it's a beautiful thing. Shout out Dimes. I'm sure he's probably watching. Dimes is happy, obviously, because the Netherlands men, they got their Olympic ticket.
Well, he's probably trying to make it a family affair at the Olympics. I mean, I'm trying to see if he's here. He usually is.
Usually he's here wearing a Lithuanian jersey.
Exactly.
That's usually too small, but I'm not going to get into that.
No. That might be why I can't spot him anymore. That jersey might have shrunk in the laundry. I don't know.
He got that medium on, but he probably wearing it at home right now. That's all right. What's up, Dimes?
Yeah, his voice goes up an octave when he wears that shirt.
It's squeezing the life out of him. We need to stop.
Okay.
Enough of that. No, let's play some 3x3. Here we go. Game number 8. Day 1. Lithuania, Canada. It's on and popping from Kossuth Squared. It's the voice in the mountain. Oh. Natsiskaite missed the crit. It's sister. Michelle the Cat. Canada draw first blood. They are the 2 seed. You know, the 1 seed here is
Germany.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's put them to the test.
Come on, I studied.
Dancing with somebody. Natsiskaite swings it. Got a good look for Šulske, who will fire. That is fire in the hole. Knocks down the deuce. Throws it no. That was a unique looking scoop there from Michelle. 2-2. Oh, nice pocket pass. Shilske sets up Libukainen. Oh, speaking of nice passes, are you kidding me? You got to pay her a finder's fee for that one. Paige Crozen. She whips. It leads to the leg. Cat with the good hands. And Plouffe up to the line. Chance for a 2-point opportunity here.
I have to say, so far in this tournament, it's not just Michelle Plouffe that's looking better. It's Kat Plouffe as well. As you might remember, in Japan, she was missing some easy shots underneath the basket. Looked a little rattled out there at times.
Well, you know, there's a thing, and I don't know how true it is, but they talk about how twins are in sync, and that's for better or for worse. Then good mood, bad mood. When they're both not playing so well, it's not usually just one not playing well. It's a package deal.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately for Canada, they're both playing well right now. Michelle, she don't miss no free throws. That is money. Canada was 100% from the free throw line in Utsunomiya. Special K is going to force one up. Rebound goes to Canada. One of the rare teams that have a good combination of size, with the Plouffe sisters both standing around 6'3" or so, and shoot.
I would say a 6'4", maybe even.
Possibly.
They are 190, 192-ish.
Well, I'm 190. I just got measured the other day, boss. Really? Oh, she's
You're 190?
I am.
So you're 6'3" or 6'4"?
I am 6'3".
Okay.
And 90 kilos.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a sizable man.
Yeah.
I don't care what it looks like in our videos that we post. People always say they think I'm tiny.
Well,
but I'm a sizable man.
As a reference, I am 213,
yes.
and I think I might weigh about 125 at the moment.
Thank you for clarifying that for people that think that I'm some type of midget Kevin Hart size man.
We got to get you some plateau shoes for any next videos we're making.
No.
Okay.
I won't accept that disrespect.
Whenever your birthday is, I might still give you a pair.
Usually I'm big, as long as I ain't standing next to somebody like you.
Well.
Plouffe, no. Naitsis Kaite. Oh, she's running into trouble. Look at the defense here from the Canadians. Shilske way out there. And Grigolowskite could not get to it. Possession over to the Canadians. Saw their men's team go 1-1 today after a good start. Didn't finish as strong. So the ladies trying to represent with 2-0. The 2 is on the way. No good for Michelle. Catherine is tripped up. That one called on Naitsis Kaite.
I like that high post play for Team Canada where they have a handoff, a sister-sister handoff at the right or left elbow, most often the left from our point of view. And they get a good shot out of it. Because what are you going to do as a defense? You're going to go and draw 2 to the ball. That's an easy layup for Kat. If you don't go with the shooter, that's Michelle shooting one at you.
Another beautiful action right there. Catherine can't finish off the layup, but really is poetry in motion in the way that Canada plays. I think it's all mental for them. Oh, late in the shot clock, Special K. Might have got that one to go with contact. She didn't get the whistle, but a 4-4 game is the result. Two and a half minutes in. Pool B action on your screen. Oh, nice setup. Backdoor cut. Michelle's a visionary. Kind of hard to miss Bosch, though, with the flaming red hair. In any case, she finds her. Libukainen is going to find her way to the rim. 5-5. Offensive foul. Ball back over to Green. Shooters roll. Lithuania assume a 1-point lead. Crozen's been quiet.
I was going to say.
She hasn't gotten a lot of shots, but that's because the lion's share of the opportunities are the Plouffes doing their thing.
No, I just thought about that. Crozon, we haven't seen much of her today at all. But again, it's not needed. And I think teams might have also zoned in on her. She did have 6 points in the first game, though. Can't forget about that.
Crozon did?
Yeah, quiet 6, but she did have 6 points.
Okay, never mind then. Got to take what the defense gives you. And right now, it is the Plouffe sisters giving Lithuania that work. Ooh. Nice move. Bosch, though, recovers. Shilske swinging through on Crozon. She's going to draw the whistle. And time for a media timeout as we're at 6:10 on the game clock.
Look, neither team giving up a lot of space. I like the defensive matchup so far. Casey Bosch on Camille Naitziskaite. That's a matchup to watch. I like that matchup for both, actually, because I think Casey Bosch is one of the stingier defenders in the game.
Sure.
But Special K's got that Special J, so
it's got that it factor, and I think that she relishes that type of a matchup. She likes a good defender and the challenge that's in front of her. So 1 point game is Canada right now. Shilske wants to reroute. What a dime. That time Naitziskaite converts. Michelle, nope. Oh, what a hustle from Bosch. I thought that was going out of bounds. She'll keep it alive. Oh, but Labukaine was not having it. She swats Michelle. And then Plouffe playing some defense herself. Out of bounds, that'll go off of Canada. And 8 seconds left on the shot clock, but we'll see how that last play transpired. They're going to get to it. Naitziskaite wants to rock. She's got 4 to shoot. She's got Crozon on her. She don't care nothing about it. Take her off the to-do list.
just incredible. She doesn't even have to be anywhere close to being in balance to get a shot up and in.
Other look. The defense on the baseline. Lithuania with a 2-point lead as of now. Shilske, that's a misfire. Crozon, setting the screen, but did not do it legally. Offensive foul. She might have been in the middle of the spin while she's setting the screen. She wants an explanation from official Euros. She'll get it. And substitution. Crozon is out. Bosch will now come in. Another whistle. Lithuania with no fouls to give. They're at 6 now. So we are halfway through this 10-minute sprint. Bosch starts the offensive possession here for the Canadians. The sisters connect again.
There they go again with that pick and roll action. Now they get a little bit of a run into it instead of a handoff, and it again results in an easy score.
Playing some good defense too. Active hands. 4 seconds on the shot clock here for Shilske. She's gonna quickly get it to Special K. They won't get a better look than that. They set her a good screen. Yet and still shot off the mark.
She might just be a better contested shooter than she is no wide open shooter, apparently.
The twins connecting like Siamese again, as the Plouffe sisters are just a 2-woman wrecking crew right now for Canada. Oh, give me that. Oh, never mind. Possession will actually stay. They better get a shot up. They do. And it's converted on the inside. Grigilauskite doing the honors as Lithuania lead at 10-9. Shilske caught in a tough position there. She'll get whistled. 2 free throws coming up here for Paige Crozen. And a chance for Canada to take the lead. Ooh, no. Too much protein on the first attempt. Here comes free throw number 2. And Crozen will get that one to go. Look at the defense here. The wingspan of Michelle Plouffe getting aggressive with it. She won't get the bucket, but she will get the foul and 2 free throw attempts.
That's a problem for Lithuanians as they're at 8 fouls. You can't keep being physical like this, especially with the bigger and taller Canadians. Look, the one thing that Lithuania's gotten right is they have ran Canada off of the 2-point line. Not a lot of 2-point shots going up for Team Canada. And I think that's where their strength in the first game lied. Like, they had 4 makes out of 8 attempts from beyond the 2-point, 50%. And Lithuania zoned in on that. They've given them layups. They've given them screening action. But not a lot of 2s made. So Lithuania can stick in the game just off of the back of the shooting of Special K.
If she can get it going. Not as electric from beyond the arc in this game as we saw game 1.
No, but she still has gotten enough. Her and Shulske have gotten enough shots from beyond the arc to go to at least be in the game with 4 minutes to go.
Sure. They are in the penalty. 8 fouls. And Canada is one of the more consistent free throw shooting teams. So Lithuania going to have to play some pretty disciplined defense and also find a way to get some clean looks from beyond the 2-point arc. Canada with another foul to give. They got 5 here. 3:45 left in this contest. Shulske driving to the baseline. She's got nowhere to go. They got to get a shot up quickly.
The Plouffe sisters are just unfair, man. At that height, to be able to stick with shorter players on drives, to be able to contest passes and shots like they are, is just ridiculous.
Fresh 12, though, as that one was kicked. Oh, they ran the same play for Special K. Count those. She double dips in the deep end. Michelle Plouffe right back at you.
That's the answer you want to see as you know, being a Canadian fan. Not phased by that Special K hit from long range. Turn right around, you get one yourself.
Michelle Plouffe is cooking right now. This is an ideal day 1 for her. Special K, not that time. Cat will snag the rebound. Back out to Michelle. Now Bosch will orchestrate the offense. He's got 6 to shoot. Bosch will fall away. Tough shot. Nancy Skaite. What if she's got an eye on that shot clock?
Canada doing a real good job on ball screens, running her off of the 2-point arc. Casey Bosch fighting over screens and a drop coverage by either one of the Plouffe sisters.
Cat no. Michelle on the baseline, going to the reverse. .220 and a 2-point game. Nancy Skaite with Bosch on her backside. She'll get the layup to go. And here we go. Here we go, Bosch. 120 seconds to go. Crafty move from Michelle Plouffe, but she looks like she's running low on gas. Brigolowskite, yes. Oh, bombshell. Bombshell drops one from the right wing. 16-14.
That's a new name.
Well, it kind of works. That she dropped the bomb. Her name is Michelle. Come on.
Okay, all right.
These things come to me organically. Minute 46. Good game going here between 2 1-0 teams.
Very good game, and the star players have come out and showed out in this one. Special K with some shots from long range, but mainly Michelle Plouffe, who's taken over today's games. Let's be honest. 8 points in their first game. I think she might be up to double figures in this one.
Well, she's back looking like the player that we've grown accustomed to seeing. I think they've shaken off those losses to the Australians. They realize the opportunity in front of them right here, right now, and given their dominance in 3x3, I think most people expect Canada to be in the Olympics. It's just that simple. Here's Casey. Oh, by Spice, bringing the moves. Ooh, uh-oh. Aitis Kaite lost her temper there. She was upset with this foul call.
That might be a lot of ball, but I think she got a lot of arm on that one too. I think a technical foul was called
certainly
on that action.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't slam the ball down. That's going to be an automatic tech pretty much every time, and that will not help Lithuania out as Canada will add to the lead. Bosch with the stroke at the line. So looking very much like the Canadians are going to stay undefeated. They got a 4-point lead, minute 20 to go. Unless Lithuania can find some easy looks from two, that one will count. Minute to go. Plouffe sisters. Kat up to Michelle. Uh-oh, offensive foul. That is the 7th on Canada, but no free throws because it's an offensive foul. Substitution is made. Meantime, Krozen is in, Bosch is out. Grigolowski getting a rest for the Lithuanians. 54 seconds remaining. Aitis Kaite trying to find Labukaine on the cut. Good defense there from Michelle Plouffe. Broke up the pass. Shilske spins into trouble and then away from trouble. Tough bucket from Gabby. Kat no. But Wilson finds his way back to Michelle. Under 30 seconds now. 2-point game. Canada not safe yet. Catherine Plouffe misses. Here we go, 20 seconds left. Can Lithuania even things up? I think they have to look for a 2 now. Special K running out of time. Oh, she just glitched. They just glitched. Shot clock violation. I'm not sure what Lithuania was doing there. I had a chance to at least get a 2 up to try to tie. And Canada are smartly going to use some clock here and try to put this one away here. What a tip. I think that's probably going to count. It certainly will go down as a win for Canada. They are the team that will remain unbeaten between the two. 19-16. The final. Canada are able to hold off Lithuania, as Lithuania did make some mental errors there late, and that hurt their chances of making this a game, potentially sending it to overtime. That shot clock violation did not help. But how about Canada, 2-0? Let's get it down courtside. Boz Rosendahl standing by with MVP. She's back, Michelle Plouffe. Boz, it's on you.
So, Michelle, congratulations. Two wins on day one here. You took care of a tough Lithuania team. What did you guys do out here to get this victory?
Yeah, we knew that Lithuania was going to be a tough team. We love playing them because we think they play a good 3x3. So we just knew we needed to keep the pace up, run actions, stay true to who we are, which is playing together and having a lot of fun.
Not to bring you back to 2 weeks ago, but you guys had a very tough loss at the OQT in Japan. What'd you do to prepare to come out here 2-0 on day one?
Yeah, it's a tough loss. It's tough to lose in the final with the Olympic berth on the line, but I think that's made us stronger, given us some resilience, and hopefully we come out here diamonds, not busted pipes.
I like that. Thank you.
That's right. That's right. Somebody's been watching at FIBA 3x3 social media content. Yes. Pressure, bust pipes, or makes diamonds. And right now, Canada is shining. That's right, 2-0, day one. Highlights are here for you now. We will take a brief session break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll get it back going with the men's competition. We'll see the Lithuanian fellas against Madagascar. Pool A on deck in the men's competition from here in Debrecen. Enjoy the highlights. We're back in 10.
In a couple of minutes, we're going to start the competition, the men's competition for the Pool A. In the Pool A, we have Lithuania, Madagascar, Switzerland, and Germany. One more time, we remind you that we pick the two best teams of each pool in the quarterfinal. Lithuania and Madagascar at 6:30 and it's 6:55. Switzerland, Germany.